Yeah? Yeah, man. If you have any other, like, any other, yeah? You know, still? I don't know. Let's try it.
All right. All right, people. Welcome back to On Scene Sports TV and El Futuro Sports Academy. My name is Coach Jafon Parchment, and in studio we have El Futuro Academy boss Gavi Mix, and we're gonna talk about Mason Greenwood. We're gonna talk about Damian Ferguson. We're gonna talk about the U14 team that is going to be in the semi-final, and we are going to talk about Leon Bailey and the band lift. All right. So those are some of the topics that we're going to talk about today, and we hope that other person comes on, and we can have a good, good informative show where information is going to go out. People are going to get filled with information, and we are going to share opinions respectfully, and just have a nice, quality show this morning. People, remember, in everything you do, you must put God first. Believe in God, pray to Him, ask Him for guidance and protection, and we will be okay. So before we start the show today, I just want to ask God to intervene in our life today. Everybody on the show, all the YouTubers, everybody intervene in our lives. I'm just going to say a small prayer. Most heavenly righteous Father, as we come before you today, just asking you for your guidance and protection. Keep us safe from the evil that is out there against us. And I just wanted to continue to guide us as YouTubers to come out and give you guys information about sport in the world. People, dear God, just ask you for strength and understanding to just understand that everybody is not the same, and people will come and try to take you off your feet and stop you from doing what you're doing. Just want you to continue to guide us, protect us, sanctify us with your blood. In name I pray, O Lord, amen.
All right, Pastor Parchment.
Yeah, man. Have to bring the spirit of God in our midst. It's very important that we do so. People in the comment section, remember that the comment section is yours. The calling number I'm going to put in the comment section right now. Also, the invite link. I'm going to put the invite link in the comment section. Also, for persons who want to come on to the show, they can do so as well. All right, so I'm going to just going to copy it right here, and then I'm going to put it in the invite link. Yeah, man. Evelyn on the beach, big up yourself. You know you go already. Blessing. Amen, bro. Amen. Yes. Need the reverence of God in whatever we do every day. Understand me? Evil. The devil has, set up traps for us. So we have to be careful, what we do in this time. Why this thing and I got you? Oh. Alright, so people, the link is there. The link is there in the comment section. You can click the link and you will see Unseen Sports in the studio. And then I will put you on the screen and so on. So people, remember that um, you must like, subscribe, and share to the content. It is easy as one, two, and three. Yeah, man. Just click the like button, like, subscribe, and share to the content. Yeah, that's what we want. Sir Mix, how are you doing, sir? How is everything? Bless up yourself, Shavan, in the building. Shavan, the calling number today, if you can. You're at work, you can jump on and so on. Mr. Mix,
Bless you,
how's
man.
everything?
Everything
Um,
great.
yeah, man.
Everything
So,
is wonderful.
can you bring down your camera a little bit? You're not just you cut off the whole of your chin. Yeah, yeah. Little better now. Nice. All right. Yeah, nice. You have to go over then. You have to go over 9 minutes then. Yeah. All right, that's it. Yeah, man. So, yeah, people. So we're gonna go straight now. I'm just try to send out the link to some people so they know that Anthony Sport is on and that they can, come on to the stream and so on. So send it out to some people. Um, so don't mind, just give me a second. So Mr. Meek, so you think about Mason Greenwood, you know, switching alliance to Jamaica, so that he can play for us, or start the process of being a Jamaican football player. Big up yourself, Tennessee, in the building. Tennessee, big up, big up. The Virgin they alive, man. I can challenge him today. See the Virgin they alive, Tennessee. Tennessee, the number that they can call a long time. A long time I hear from me that Tennessee. I wonder if I run here and from the argument in Tennessee. Okay?
Yeah. What was the question again, Nancy? If what I think about Mason Greenwood?
Yes, switching alliances and coming to Jamaica to play. And the whole issue with him and so on, will Jamaican people take it light, um, and stuff like that. Like, I listen to a live and somebody I say, yo, Mason Greenwood can just come to Jamaica so and just, we going to ask no question when I say nothing on them thing there. You understand what I mean?
Mm.
People already are start, their type, you can't really blame them because it's there, it's out there. But I believe, for me, we got to sympathize for the ball, because the ball are great. But people though,
Mm.
like general
But
people
me
outside.
ask you, so what about the respect for the justice system? The courts has dropped all charges against Mason Greenwood. So who
Yeah,
are we up to keep? It's like we're still saying he's guilty when they investigate and then do whatever they are to do and found no case and drop the case. So based on that, the man needs to start his life again. We need
yeah,
to move on.
yeah.
Personally, for me,
Mm-hmm.
when you talk about talent and genuine ability, Mason Greenwood would be an elite recruit. That's just clear for everybody to see. He would bring some major addition to the national team, and I'm opening for it. I am looking forward to seeing that. Can you think about a Jamaican team with Bailey, Gray, Greenwood, or even Whisper?
Hold on, Mr. Ming. Shavan, send me the information there to me with him now, please. Send the information there to my phone now, so I can get it. Yeah, cause first you have the information and man send it to me now. Yeah, Musa. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Mr. Mix. So, what was the question? What was the question about? Um,
Mason Greenwood and coming to Jamaica and play.
no, you said something about Whisper.
I was saying that can you imagine Jamaica having a top four um with first of all, let's look at Greenwood, Whisper, Kaim Dixon, Hutchinson,
Mm-hmm.
Gray, Antonio, or Nicholson, and we can pick four of those players to lead the attack. And when I say four, we have three up top and one playing in the number 10. The coach should have decide who is best to fit in the number 10 role. But we have those four persons, attacking person, other teams. You can imagine how beautiful that would look.
Yeah, man, you look good, man, and everything that's working out in our favor, right? We have Michael Antonio in his twilight of his career. Then we have two upcoming stars. Then we have one where we are trying to steal from England to come in the squad. So And Leon Bailey, seems like he's coming back based on the band lift from the selection. So everybody have a clean slate right now, and it looks good in that aspect, Mr. Meeks.
Yeah,
So it's just for McLaren now to fix the puzzle, Mr. Meeks.
I think
And that's,
I think
that's the million dollar
the
question. Can McLaren fix the puzzle?
coach need to go for
Mm.
Hutchinson. I've
No,
watched.
no, no. Hutchinson need to come for us. Hutchinson need to take up himself and say he's going to play. No, coach. No, I think the coach needs to go for Hutchinson. Hutchinson needs to ask
Hutchinson
himself
is a
what he want.
genuine talent, you know.
Yes, Mr. Mix, it's a
Have
genuine
you
thing.
seen him playing for Ipswich?
Of course, we see him a play, but Mr.
Him look
Mix,
good in the number 10.
him look good. Him a baller. Him a
Better
everything. All the
better than
ingredients
Casey Palmer. You know, better than, well, there's no
better than
comparison.
Casey Palmer. Better than Casey Palmer. But Mr. Mix, all we are say better than and better, everybody know.
Uh,
Him have to want play for Jamaica, him just can we can just run off him and beg him every minute.
never say
Look,
begging.
look like low life with that man. Low life.
Well, if we can get Mason Greenwood over the line, I think Mason Greenwood would actually, by him coming and decide to play, I think some other players will be inspired to give it a shot.
Yeah, I think the coach though, like if you ask me, it is a good appointment, in other words. Not
It's a
based on the
recruitment appointment. It's a
huh?
recruitment appointment.
Knowing that McLaren coached Greenwood and a number of other players who in the Manchester United, sorry, academy or club who have Jamaican heritage and so on. So he's going to recruit the best of the best to represent us. One of the things that he needs to strike though is a balance, because you have to remember that there are other minds and other persons that are involved with the Jamaican football who, if they are not feeling pleased, they are going to put pressure on what is going on. You understand what I mean, Mr. Meek?
Please, how?
You know the dynamics between Jamaica football. You have persons who want local players, JPL players, put it that way, not the Jamaican players who are overseas. So let us differentiate and put in context. You have persons who want to see the JPL players in the squad if
But
they are doing well. If they are doing well,
if for the development of the Jamaica Premier League, you have to have players from that league within the national team, but it can't be a basis where you just put players because you want players from the league. You have to have
right,
a standard, and the players need to meet that standard in order
right.
to represent the country. So I will strongly support we having JPL players because I believe that some of our JPL players are better than some of these English based players or overseas based players that are coming. I strongly believe it, and persons have not yet proved to me otherwise. And in recent time I will still repeat, two of our younger players coming out of the schoolboy system now have a contract overseas.
True.
Some of the players that we're recruiting is playing
But
in
you
the
know the
league.
worst thing about it, Mr. Mix? The worst thing about it, overseas people have to come and Jamaica can get them youth the out of Jamaica,
Yeah,
until we say them good. Until we say them good.
which we know already.
No, we never know. We act like we don't know.
I disagree with what I said.
Shavan, we're not here, Shavan.
Yeah, hear me now?
Yes, so loud and clear.
Yeah, I disagree with what I said a while ago.
Me or Mr. Mix?
Two of no.
Alright.
There's nobody in Jamaica that has ever said that Kaim Dixon or Whisper never good. Nobody ever said that. I never hear nobody at Jamaica ever said that before.
You never hear double with it.
Dubbob has never said Kaim Dixon or Whisper no good.
What him say?
Dubbob, the only time I have ever heard Dubbob kind of doubt Kaim
You
was
hear
when
the,
he
mo-
was
you
playing.
hear the word of Mr. Mix? Kind of.
Hold on, no. Hold on, MG.
You
The
hear
only
that one?
time I the only time I actively heard Dubbob come out and said that he doubted Kaim was when the Dakasta Cup finished last year. And I think there was a game that he played and Dubub called me after and said, yo, Shavan, me apologize. I mean, if I say four, yo, brother, just know some sorry. I take back everything what I say. I'm going to say four, where you talk about? Brother Kaim Dixon are the real deal. So, I
Shabam,
not go agree. So, I not go agree to what you say. If you say like peep, it have to take somebody overseas to come out and say the man them good. No, nobody never yet. Nobody at Jamaica never yet
Shabam,
do
Shabam,
whisper
pause
like
one
Kaim.
second. Somebody come back to you and apologize for saying what they said earlier. I
Mm-hmm.
am sure I am on a platform and I was endorsing Whisper and Kaim Dixon and I was bashed stating
Left,
that
right,
a
and center.
ball them a play and them not good enough and rare. I'm gonna say,
No,
hey,
there's a difference.
hold on,
That's the thing.
hold
Hold
on,
on.
hold
That's
on. Go on. May I
There's a
listen?
difference that I think there's this big difference in reasoning and understanding that I think most persons have when we have this discussion. When somebody said the player is not good enough, it doesn't mean that the player is not good. What the person means is that the person is just at that not at that particular level where they think that they should be where you guys want to put them. Basically, that's where they don't believe that they're at that level. Because I'm pretty sure that if I ask you, no, Meeks, is Kaim Dixon ready for the English Premier League right now? What would you say? For a Manchester City English Premier League team now, what would you say?
I would say
It's a
if
mix.
you bring him into a preseason and he can learn the tactics of what Pep would want, then why not?
Yeah, so he's not ready at
You know,
for the Premier League as
you
yet.
know what?
No, no, no,
You know
no,
me the
no.
answer, Shavan. You know me the
How?
answer. You
How?
know me the answer. With the answer, just like what Agrims I said. Agrims will say each level Kaim Dixon goes to, he matched up to that level, like he stepped up to that level. That's how me the answer.
Okay, fair point, fair point. But what I have realized, especially from you Unseen and Coach
Yeah.
Meeks, is that whenever somebody says something not agreeing with what you guys are saying, that Kaim Dixon is this big baller, say where I hate from the players them. Brother, there's nobody in Jamaica that
It's one
hates on
big word,
Kaim
you know.
Dixon. No, because when you make it seem so before, you guys make it seem as though Kaim Dixon, that Jamaicans are the persons them who want the overseas based players them, and make it seem as if we hate Kaim Dixon and hate Adujan Whisper. And that's never the case. If you have persons who have some form of this discernment towards Whisper, I'm pretty sure it's not because of his footballing abilities, it's because of his attitude, which I can somewhat say that, hey, maybe there is some validity to that. But there's I have never ever heard or seen one person come out and said Kaim Dixon does not have the potential. Dujan Wista does not have the potential. There's nobody in the world I have ever heard say that before. None. You guys just take it out as saying the player them no good. That are we uno here we are say. And that's not what we are saying. That's what we have been
I
trying
can
to say to you.
me can recall just like Mr. Meeks, the point that talk about the ball of them and say, oh, them have high potential to make it time and I say them are ready. Whole heap of time. So I don't
See,
know
that's the difference unseen. When
which
somebody says
Rocky
they're
man.
not ready, that
Hey,
doesn't mean that the player
hey,
is not good.
hey,
No. In
Javon,
Jamaican
Javon,
terms, not ready mean?
Javon,
Not ready mean?
Javon,
Yeah.
you are here trying to fix up the narrative that was sent out. I am telling you now that I am on a platform before and I am endorsing players and I particularly
Mr. Meeks,
put
hold
out
on there.
two
Hold
players.
on there. I call in. Neil?
Yeah,
Oh, go on.
yeah. Morning, big up yourself, big up Mix and big up Siobhan and this.
Yeah, man.
Welcome.
Remember the system going on. Them are hear you, but them can't reply
Yeah,
to you. Go on.
yeah. And I mean, Siobhan asked Mix a question a while ago. And what Siobhan said, that's true. Because I think sometimes when people say certain things, want to take it a certain way. I don't feel like people that say players are no good. See? But me, Sheban asked me a question a while ago. And if he think Kyle Dixon ready for the English Premier League. But me answer him like it, I say yes. So if me say no, I don't think he's at that level. I not say me I say player no good. I just think the player is not at that a level. See? Because fear a man realistically look on Karim Dixon and think he's ready for English Premier League right at this moment. But I think I'm at this. See? Me think which part in there right now are the best players team. Because he can start off this at a lower level and work himself up. See? But as we me said a while ago, I don't think he did nowhere near that level right at this moment.
So Mix, talk. I want to hear more if something that here. Go on, talk.
Let me rebut that.
I hear.
No, me not here.
Rebut.
Yeah, me link me come finish.
All right.
The link in the group still, leaking at the chat still.
No, unseen. It is very unfair for people to brand people at levels. If you can play football, you can play football.
Yeah, for real.
No, as I said previously in other shows, football is not about just physical. It's about the cognitive aspect of it. So if a player can play and he have the brain capability, if he can adjust and learn different tactics, because every big coach have a different way to play. So your roles and responsibility on the field for John may be different from Joel. Now, I am saying, if Kaim Dixon has the ability to play, why is it that you're telling me that he is not ready for that level? Don't tell me that. Because everybody have a brain, and who can use them brain is the better players. Because remember, at the elite level is the persons who have the ability to make better decisions consistently are normally the elite players. No, so you go.
Yeah, man. And
No,
the
how we going
extraordinary.
to if Kaim Dixon have that elite mindset? We have to put him in a situation, and then based on that, now we can say, okay, him can't no manage, him not reach that level. Yeah. Mentally, him can't do it. But don't tell me, say, you go just look on the player and say, him not reach us, so him not this, him not that. That's unfair. Because before him reach going at the local Premier League, persons were saying that him not ready for that yet.
I had never heard that either.
Brother, the fans show and them say him not ready for that yet.
The only time,
Yeah,
Mr. Meeks,
School
Mr. Meeks,
boy
hold
and
on,
Premier
Mr.
League
Meeks.
at two
The
different
only
levels.
the only player I have ever heard you come out and said this player is better than this player was when you said Malachi Douglas should replace Latibodier in the Jamaican midfield.
Yes. So you disagree with that?
Yeah,
Why?
Malachi Douglas is not nowhere near Joel Latibodier. At
As
the
a
point in time,
as a
at the
midfield?
point as a midfielder,
Yeah.
what can Malachi Douglas offer in the midfield that Latibodier couldn't offer?
Connect
At
the
an
back.
international level.
He would have connect the back line to the attackers. He not go fetch the ball. That's the
All right. When
I
Malachi Douglas was playing in the JPL, was he doing all of that?
couldn't answer that because I don't watch him in all of the JPL, much of the JPL.
No, he didn't, because he really actually got playing minutes at that time as well. So the reason why persons were questioning you, they're saying that the player wasn't doing it against low opposition in the JPL at that time. How can you come out now?
Hold on. Let me ask you. I just want to get it step by step. No, you're saying because Malachi did not play in the JPL consistently, him can't do it.
If a player is at a club where he's struggling to get minutes against lower quality players, my opinion, I think the opposition in the JPL will be lower quality players than on an international level. If he struggles to get game time amongst his peers at that time, how would he have gotten game time over a player who has been playing in game week in week out for his club, even though it's not the same position, but the tenacity of the game, the speed of the game, so many things now would have happened. Why would you believe that Malachi Douglas would have done a better job than what Latibodier? I'm not saying Latibodier was the greatest thing in the midfield.
Thank you for
But
clarifying that, because I was thinking that's what you're saying.
no, I'm not saying he's the greatest thing there. You see, when I say something, you guys jump to the conclusion.
I didn't jump to any conclusion. I
No,
just
you
said
said,
that
you
that I was
just
having.
said, you said, thanks for the clarification, that's what you thought.
Yes,
Exactly, you jumped to a conclusion.
I did not.
All right, never mind. Now go to this one. So, Malachi, so us believing that Malachi is not being good enough for the national, you believe in Malachi Douglas. You didn't even
Let me
say,
ask you
hold on,
something,
hold on. You didn't even
Were
say
you
Josh
impressed with Malachi at the under 20 level when he represented Jamaica?
he had some good performances against his age group, yes.
I just wanted to know.
And
No,
subsequently, when he played Manning Cup the year after,
That's
I believe that he actually, with his performances, his performances dipped the following year in Manning Cup. That stuck up. My
Why would
apologies.
you say his performance dipped and he has a lot of assists? More assists than the year before.
All right. So for me, even though stats is important, I prefer to look at how the player is playing. Malachi Douglas arguably was not CC's most important player last season. And what I saw the year before.
Repeat that word. The strong way I use it. I'm going to debate and beat up on it. Go on.
What word?
It was arguably not the what you say again? No, I tell you like
player for them.
Not most important player for them. Go on.
I don't think he was a standout player for them last year.
You know, I'm going to say something to you. Without Malachi Douglas, you would, Kaim Dixon would not get the 30th goal when score.
And Holland won Premier League goals of Premier League player of the season, right? But who gave him most of those goals?
With a comparison there,
No. Holland won Premier League player of the season when he had those 30 goal. And majority of those goals came from Kevin De Bruyne, but Holland won, right? So the same point to me, I try me.
So wait, I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Kaim got the praise even though Kevin De Bruyne did the work. Kaim got the praise even though Malachi did the work. So they're going to look at
Malachi not important. That
Jesus Christ, you never hear me say the man not important. I said he was not the most.
But Shaban, you know saying in football, the attacking players just score the most goals some of the time.
And see, the point I try and make is that Malachi's season before was better than the season that he had than last year's season. That's all me I try to say.
You see that because that season him win Oliver Shield, him win that Costa Cup, him win. It's I don't understand what you mean by the season, the better than the season.
This season that he had, alright, let me say this. In my perspective, his season that he had before was way better than what he had this season. Than the previous one. Alright?
When I see that.
Yeah, that's your opinion, but me just I tell you what I thought.
Alright.
To me, he was not the player that when I heard that Malachi was going to be playing Manning Cup last year, I was like, why? You know, I already dominate this already. Go higher. And when I said, alright, maybe I need to stay a bit longer.
So where would be higher?
Go to the JPL. Just play the JPL only. Play against better players where you can actually improve your game.
The mistake when Malachi Douglas made, in my opinion, is not going to the JPL. That's the only thing. And after he play schoolboy football, he should find a JPL team and play. I'm thinking
he went to a JPL team, but remember that he was injured. And I think that was one of the reasons why he wasn't playing regular there. But show me not have the information directly, me now want bring it up to Shaban. But I can recall he had some injury problems when he was playing the Premier League.
Oh, okay.
Remember when Daka Stuck Up was going on, you know, remember how he used to strap up with all sort of tape on his foot and stuff.
You see, and we don't factor
But-
anything in the football, you know. Anyway, continue.
So
Yeah, so unseen. So that is where I agree with you now. Last season when he finished schoolboy football,
Yeah.
I believe if he had taken the same route as Akaim Dixon,
Yeah.
I think Malachi would have been possibly out of Jamaica playing football right now.
That's what I said.
I'm not sure what advice he got, why he went where he went, but who knows? He's still young. Hopefully something else, but it's the same situation for me now with Adrian Reed. Knowing that Adrian Reed is going to be allegedly is going to be coming back to play schoolboy football this year is a disappointment for me.
Him not play schoolboy football.
That's what I heard.
Oh yeah, him going on trials. Supposed to get that.
Yeah, I know he's on trials, but I heard that he's coming back to play schoolboy football.
So him going on trials. So him go on trials. With the
Because
intention not to make it.
so this information came from somebody that both you and I know, and that person has a high influence in Jamaican football. You're supposed to know who me attack.
What about somebody that coming with?
And that person told me that he's going to be playing schoolboy football. I hope it's not true, because his birthday is in September. He's going to be coming 18 at that time, so he can't sign a professional contract overseas.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that he's not thinking about coming back to
So hold on, him got 18 or 19, which one?
18. It's going to be 18 in
Him
September.
have one more year in schoolboy football again. No.
Yeah, so that's the point I'm trying to make. So
Oh,
so
sure.
apparently he wants to play another year of school, or he's been advised to play another year of schoolboy football, which to me makes no sense.
All
You're
right.
you're a national team player. You've represented Jamaica on a World Cup qualifier. So he has an international cap. So if it was for me, he would not even be eligible to play schoolboy football, in my opinion. Once you have a senior team,
You know, I'm going to say something to you. You know, I'm going to say something to you, and people are going to wonder, I say, I agree with that, saying Shaban. But this is at the end of the day, if you look back on some of the players that leave Jamaica from when them just don't play high school, bro, and the clubs them overseas start about them don't know nothing about high school football. You know what them use? They use the clippings of the high school when them score the goal.
but unseen, that would only work if he hasn't. Adrian Reed has played in the JPL. He had arguably one of the goals of the season last year in the JPL semi-final. Why does he need clips in the Manning Cup to prove his point over school against high schoolers?
You have a point, man. You have a point. Just I say, there's a double standard. Hold on.
It's a
Pablo,
mix.
Yeah.
on YouTube, you know.
Unseen.
On YouTube.
Yo,
I'm live.
alright. So, me listen to the chat. And
Yeah.
me talk. I say it in the chat a while ago, you know. The only reason why Malachi no play often is because he struggles with injury. Remember I said I follow Ayat my friend, you know. And don't be holding there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Him play consistently until him get the injury, then him start come in and out of the team. Once him fit, him start.
Yeah, you're right.
Me know say I saw you go, man. Me know say I saw you go. He was a critical player for Lenny I down there.
The man I say, where I say, nothing no go so. He played consistently. And that's the fact.
Okay.
But text it tonight chatting about, have a discussion you never see.
Okay. Is it on the road?
Yes, I'm on the road.
Okay. But that's in the
But
link so you
man,
can
play
come on.
consistently, man. Once him fit, him play. And
That's-
always have to play the strap. Them.
Could I send you a link so you can come on?
High school in that strap up.
You can't go do that, right?
You can do it, man, just like you're on the call. You don't have to show your face.
But the soul reach over within 20 minutes. So I'm ready to.
All right, now say a word.
Yeah. But me just to clarify that.
Yeah, man, respect. And that's Jason Dixon there, people. Live on Unseen Sports TV. Big up yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Tennessee, me a drop you now, Tennessee.
oh, Tennessee there, you know. Good.
Yeah. Well on, me see him come out like I see him gone again. Well on, dub up there to me call dub up name and dub up running.
No,
Well
you
on.
know say which part me there? At 7:48 in the morning cause of California me there.
Eh?
So as somebody beam it to me get a beam. I say somebody over here say Dixon ready for the EPL. So that makes sense to me now.
Yeah, man, I have to call the man panic, man. Because Meeks get up now, man, and not drinking coffee.
Oh, hold on. You see, Uno always try to put things in your context. Where did I say? I said that if Dixon is improving as he's go along, why is it that he cannot get this opportunity to play in the EPL? No.
Man never asked you that.
Hold on.
So if you're thinking ready.
Hold on. And I was saying that football is not just physical, because physically he would already, not sure.
Oh, he's not ready physically.
Why you say that?
You know, the man thing, brother.
So look on the
Name on the team.
Man City. The youth they're not thin. Savvy.
All right.
Mar is nothing. All right. Mar is nothing.
Hold on. Even though I'm thin, me not think him have as strong. This is just my opinion. Me not think him have a strong enough core to play in the EPL.
That is up for debate, you know, brother.
Yeah.
Hold on the people. Never call me. Never call me. I don't want to cut you off now. Never call me. Hold on. Devon, Porter, what's up, sir? Live on Unseen Sports TV. Live.
You're live?
Yes.
Something more I ask you about the two little youth, them what the name youth name Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one name? A run name?
You know, say me not know much about them though, but me know say Brown you go KC. The one who has scored the goal.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
man, take a look on him. Something about him.
Yeah, man, him have, you know, if him get.
So, when you finish, you show your card.
All right, my boss.
Yeah.
All right, back to the argument. Continue, Mr.
No, you see the issue where people are talk about physicality. Me not agree with it, because I know every player I go look that way there, and that no means that them not strong. Some person are go big and strong, some are go little and wiry but still strong. No, what I am saying is that mentality.
That is that. Well, we now got change it from where you say I'm ready for the EPL, because the physical is a matter of opinion. We're not sure.
No, all I was saying is that I am not sure. I would want to know if mentally him can adjust, learn different systems and play in a different system. If that part of game is ready, him can play in the Premier League.
New media say why Dixon not ready for the EPL. Dixon ready for anything.
I don't know why people are subject
you feel him ready?
Brother.
All right, hold on.
Give me opportunity.
Mr. Mix. So you have Mr. Dixon ready for the EPL because he come from Jamaica?
No, sir. I have never said that.
Okay, so tell me two things. Tell me three
I am
things
saying that Huh?
Go on. Tell me three things where Dixon do where you feel like him a EPL caliber player.
To me, he has the ability to pick up space much better than 90% of the so-called big ball. When he plays, he move and he attack the free space.
So you feel like him have the ability to get
Yeah,
but look, me not alright. But look, alright. So let me ask you this, right?
This what me I say, Shaban. When you listen to Dub, you know, it's in a wrong message, you know.
Hold on. So again, I'm gonna say this again. A new media, I hope you listen, I hope you can understand standard English. If you can't, I'm going to talk to you in a patois after. There is nobody on this panel that has ever said Kaim Dixon is not a good, potential, talented player. Nobody here has ever said that. I fail to understand why you guys just can't listen to understand and stop listening to react. All right. All we are saying is that we don't believe that Kaim Dixon is ready to play in the English Premier
Premier League.
League.
Yes.
The
And
English
there's
Premier League, where
nothing
we
more,
have
nothing
seen even
Alright.
Omari Hutchinson. I believe Omari Hutchinson is a better player than Kaim Dixon right now. Because you're making the new media is making the example. I believe Omari Hutchinson is a better player than Kaim
And
Dixon
that's
right
fair.
now.
That's
And
fair to
Omari
say.
Hutchinson is struggling right now in the EPL. So how
That's
am I
fair.
wrong now? How am I
What do you
wrong
mean by
now?
must
Hold on
struggle?
now.
What do you mean
Hold
by
on
must
now.
struggle?
Hold on.
Meeks. How am I wrong now to say that Kaim Dixon, who I believe is not better than Omari, would is ready for the EPL, but Omari right now, that as I am seeing, Omar, the reason why I'm saying it because I am watching Man City's match, and Omari is basically lost in the game. That's what I mean by that's what I am saying now.
So
Basically,
yeah,
if
use one
I
game to say
believe
must struggle.
Jesus, brother, there's a different brother. If a player every
Do
time the
you
man get
just
the
say
ball,
must struggle in our league? And me ask you why you say must struggle?
I'm
Because I
struggling
play
at
this game
the-
playing at the
Because
last
man, I
week
watch it.
and
You man, I watch a game,
you
Mix,
just
man.
say must struggling at the league.
Jesus Christ, brother, he's struggling against better
So then
quality
I league, you must
players.
struggle, Mix.
Yo, the
You what a
whole
two-game
Ipswich
play.
team, we are a below level team, brother.
You know why that?
Then
So you think, so
stop talk like I just him alone. No team has struggle against Man City.
Brother, hold on, I'm not talking about the whole team. I'm talking about one player.
So what
Brother,
you
The
talk
point
about
I am
then?
trying to make.
create
Hold
one
on,
player
hold
out of
on,
a struggling team, brother.
hold on, no
That
man,
team
mix. Stop use ignorance.
Brother,
Listen what
you
I
are
am
using
saying.
ignorance because
Oh, me I use
no,
ignorance.
hold on, man. Your opinion is not more than mine.
I am hold on,
I am
nobody
telling you,
opinion
you
is
highlight a point and I'm rebutting it, and you don't
exactly.
want me to do that.
No.
You
All
say
I am saying is
Omar has been
mix.
struggling. I'm gonna say why you say that. Today are the second game. Then you're gonna say to me that them are play against Man
All right,
City
we
and
don't want
Second
change
half,
the
you
subject.
Virgin.
What we
Oh,
want to say,
that's
Mr.
clear.
Right, Mr. Meeks, what we want to say is this, right? And this is what I discover with you, right? And I stand corrected. You create things when up there, the player we're born in Jamaica. And
Yep.
I'll me after to you as
Jesus
a
Christ.
football.
No. I can't agree to that.
All right.
You
No.
know what
So
example?
you know why
One
I said
example.
just for your evidence,
One
right?
example.
Me hear Mr. Meeks say Malachi Douglas. We play for Clarendon College and Charlton Athletic is a better player than Lati Bodier
As a midfielder.
as a midfielder.
Okay, be clear.
When you
Be
all right.
clear.
So look here what this man has said, right? When you just playing a man in cup, you know, right? And play for Chart and up on the belt and get on the what the side name down at Clarendon? Wait name again?
Chapelton.
Wait name?
Chapelton.
Maroon. And come off of the bench at Chapelton Maroon is a better midfielder than Latibor. So unseen. You see any logic in that? Are you not gonna
Let me ask you something though.
Hold on,
Hold on, let me ask me a question, double. Me answer, Mr. Meeks. No, Mr. Meeks at the time was referring to, I mean, I put things in a context, you know, because I just put things overall on a big flat and say, oh, Meeks one Malachi Douglas in the squad when it wasn't that like that. Listen, man, give me a chance, man, when I'm done, man. Me I put it in a context, man, so people can understand. You understand what I mean? Him say, based on when him again Latibody play the midfield, even Malachi can do a better job than him. Right? That is his opinion at the time. When Latibody had to be a bull head madness in the midfield. Yeah?
All right.
Right? Now, unseen sports. With a pick, me not really agree with the Malachi in that position at the time, but I understand where Meeks are come from.
All right. Here why me think you know. All right. You know what? You can understand anything. So my question is this: you agree with Meeks?
Huh?
Do you agree?
Just answer a while ago.
No, you say you understand. So me ask you bluntly.
Understand where Meeks are come from, but I wouldn't pick Malachi Douglas.
No, so you not agree?
I wouldn't pick Malachi Douglas replace him in the midfield.
So you agree? That means while you understand
where I come from and why I want somebody else in the midfield. Him just
Well,
like a name.
Hold on, they begin to attack, no?
me know Meeks now can drop you off a
Hold on,
time. And you can answer.
Beg on one look at that.
But me answer the question.
You know why me see? you know why me agree with the Dub said that him and them make up scenario to put certain player in a certain position. When that team say when you tell him Dixon play a game for Charlton, you to see how more look against in a League One. But you create a scenario to say Dixon can play in the English Premier League. Then think that make no sense to me.
No, nobody create a scenario.
What do you mean?
The question was asked. The question was asked. Hold on, Tennessee. The question was asked. Is Dixon ready for the Premier League? Right? Mr. Meeks give his opinion. Shaban make him opinion. I know me not hear nothing from the bubble. Why
yo, listen. I know opinion. An opinion. You man ask you a question. Is it a yes or no?
No, but we answer. Me answer it like this. Me say to you, say the white man with green eye come on Jamaica and say the youth ready.
Ready for what? English Premier League.
Ready.
Why? Hold on, Unseen. Why you put it in the white man with?
Yeah, white. A white man a better than we.
Just say a more experienced coach. Just say a more experienced coach. Unseen. That kind of sound away, bro. Just say the more experienced coach.
No, but that's how we behave, brother. People have to come from find.
Yeah, Unseen. That means because people are doing it, you have
to say it just like how we say it.
Unseen. Just say a more established coach.
All right, a more established coach and overseas an international coach, Coach Ferguson.
No white brother, no black man, brother. So they that.
He came to Jamaica and said, every level this youth go, he match up to the level. So that's clear to me, and I will take his judgment because when he give me the opportunity, he perform for Jamaica. He perform.
So you can just answer a question, yes or no, if you think Dixon ready for it.
But me answer me, I say yes, I'm ready for it.
You think you're ready for English Premier League?
I think.
So
evidence is there to show that he's ready for it. And the gaffer, and one of the most, Al Grimson say it then, put it away. Say him ready.
What Grimson say? Dixon ready for English Premier League?
No, I'm saying ready for any level where him go. Him can play. Him step up to the level. So once he get the opportunity, him will step up to the level.
So Dixon, what come off a bench to Jamaica with we play maybe much about 10 games here and English Premier League.
Remember saying this start, Tennessee. Remember saying this start in one of the qualifiers.
Against Dominica.
Against Dominica, yeah.
And we can ask a question.
Yeah, Tennessee not easy, you know.
We can ask a question. Double fan, Tennessee and Sheban, the question is for you. I want to hear all of your opinion. Do you believe that there are persons that are playing football in other leagues, such as the Championship or other lower league, who has the ability to come in the Premier League and dominate more than persons within that Premier League?
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear you. I was away for a second.
I am saying that we're going to look at players that are not in the Premier League, whatever level they're playing, the Championship or a second tier league in other countries or really. Now, because they are not in the Premier League, you're telling me that those persons are not able to come into the Premier League and dominate?
All right, so let me take your question, right? Okay. That's possible, right? But in case you're not speaking, you wasn't speaking in general. You were speaking about a particular player.
No, I'm asking you a question. Do you think there are players in other leagues, not top leagues in their country, but they have the capability to, if given the opportunity to come in the Premier League, they could dominate?
Yes.
Sheban, what you think?
Yeah, of course.
Tennessee, what you think?
That one they kind of tricky. I'm not sure. You have to give me an example of a league where you're at.
The way I say, it's like how Drogba did in England, in France, and the French league. I not really. It's in a top 5 or top 6, but I know the big. And then come at England, come dominate. Those things are possible.
Now, my next option, my next statement is: why is it okay for people to take risk with other players from other countries? And some perform, some fail. Why is it that we can't look at it and say, based on what we see Dixon do, based on what the comments where an experienced, well-known coach says that he's able to adjust to different levels, why can't we not look and say, you know, he deserve a chance in our Premier League, make him either achieve or fail? Then
No, we can't say that.
The true mantle of the player. You know, right there, so we don't know whether he's good or he not good, you know. But when we have him a play a little league and him a go dominate, we're going to always have that debate here.
But Mix, make him dominate League One first, and then we can
Why
look on him.
dominate League One? Sports is a thing where this year you're probably in your best form and then next year you get an injury and you just never recover.
Mix.
All right,
so
hold on.
So you just
Hold on, Tennessee. Unseen and Meeks, this question is for you. Do you believe that? I don't really like to compare them, but who do you believe is the better player, Whisper or Kaim?
Okay, good question.
Good question.
I
tend to say they are at the same level at this time.
Same level.
Yes.
All right.
I tend to give
both of them dominate schoolboy football, and that is one of the only competition we can really compare them with.
All right. So basically, all right. So Unseen says same level, and Meeks Whisper. Whisper never made Chelsea first team.
Whisper went there for the under 18s, and then he was elevated to the under 21.
Couldn't have. What?
Whisper went there for the under 18s, played a few matches, and then they upgrade him to the under 21s.
Mix, you know, say that at Madness.
And he was supposed to be, in the squad going basement.
What may I talk about this with?
You know,
so much for the under 18s Chelsea.
He played. Hold on. He played one game for the.
And then what happened after?
They played him in the U21.
Hey, so what message we are Madness?
No, I was just clarifying. You said matches.
Oh, okay.
You know why me so not at Madness? You see, if Whisper go England and Whisper good enough for the English Premier League, they might put him in there.
No, I say go.
So wait, imagine never say anything first team.
You have to learn the man system.
Hold on. Unseen. I forgot to do so now.
Well, I mean, I know when I talk about
all right. In France, for example, right? Kylian Mbappe, what age did he make his debut for Monaco?
I don't know.
I think that's 16, 17, somewhere.
Okay.
What age?
How many players in the world have you seen made their debut at Yamal?
All right, go on.
The point that we're trying to make. Hold on. The point that Tennessee is trying to make. If a player is 16 years old and he's in the club,
they might put him in their first team.
They're going to put him in the first team. That's the point.
So I don't know when I say man going to be under 18.
Not when them buy the player this year, and then buy the player this year and just have him in the academy and just put him up in the team. No, I never see that.
Unseen. You're telling me now, you have a club in England. You own the club. You're the coach of the club as well. And say you buy Tennessee's son right now. Him a 14-year-old. He's training with the big man them and he's outplaying all of them. You're telling me that you're not going to make him play against the big man them?
It's not so transparent as you see. Remember Chelsea buy how much player who have contract and them have them clause and them contract with them supposed to get game and everything. All them things they are them contract.
Raheem Sterling is Chelsea's one of the Chelsea's most expensive player. And you see what the coach tell him? We not even look on him.
That's why I'm saying it's easy, Shavan. In a Whisper case, I'll put things in a context now. In a Whisper case, Whisper was bought to what? Develop, then put into the team.
Then Unseen. Then imagine you never say Whisper signed for first team.
But
you never hear that
question.
I don't know what you're talking about, you know. Are you hear that, you know? No, you never hear that.
Tennessee, are you in Tennessee?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Unseen, this is a common question, right? Can get a common answer. If me buy a player to develop him, right? And when he come when me there, he might dominate my top player them, right? What you that do with him?
Let me ask you a question. He never not change.
Hold on, Unseen. Answer double question.
Go again, go.
So So you all right. So me I go to say you are one Manning Cup coach, right? And you carry one Colts, you would come here play Colts, right? And when you put him on the Manning Cup train, he might dominate everything on the Manning Cup, right? What you do with him?
I give him a shot at the high level.
Okay. So you see, you answer your question about Whisper, right?
I give him a shot at the high level, but the Manning Cup ask about Whisper now.
All right. So Whisper got Chelsea, and you are Chelsea coach, right? You bring him up there for the extra 21. And when you put him with the big man, them he might run winning runs them, right? What you do with him?
Difficult at that level. Professional level. Very difficult at a professional level.
I don't expect you to answer, man.
It's very difficult at that level. Because
Alright, Unseen. I'm going to follow my friend MG and follow. Brother, you're a big man, you know? Stop sometime, you know, brother.
It's very difficult.
So you are going to tell me, say, the best player in a year training session, you not going to make him play because it's difficult? Because he might eat it. The player will dominate the training session all week.
It's difficult. Because the words coming from Whisper dominate the training session, you know, when they're there with the big man. So
you know that for a fact?
Yeah, that me here.
Who tell you that?
Let me tell you what I see, right, gentlemen?
Man, make up scenario.
No, who would tell you say dominate the training session?
Yes,
oh, God.
You see, Unseen and Mix. Like you suddenly see, you know, nowadays song them where they look at DJ them make another one, the whole of them they look pretty like when they hear King and the Skilly. You see like how their music stop at airport.
Yeah, man,
football stop at airport. They football
because I mean, a seniority man make better.
All right, man, we come from Barakal. We're going to know about seniors college.
All right. So basically, you're saying that you're a coach of a team, a player because he's 18, join your club, but because he's 18 and he just come in.
Him coming to Jamaica.
Yeah, man, we're gonna go on that. Yeah, man, we'll touch on that. But I just want to clarify what Unseen said to make everybody hear. Unseen, you're the coach of a club.
And then me answer
you're the coach. Hold on, my God. You're the coach of a club. So a player just joined your club. He's 18 years old. He's dominating everybody in your training facility. He is literally the best player you have at the club, or one of the best players at the club. But because he's only 18 and because he only just joined, you're not going to not only keep him out of the first team, out of the starting lineup. You're not going to pick him none at all for the squad them. You're going to make him continue to play with him age group, right?
Yeah.
I want to. All right. So everybody different from them philosophy and how them do things. Maybe at Chelsea.
I am asking you, Unseen.
No, me can't answer for Chelsea.
No, Unseen. I never give you a scenario.
You are the coach. Unseen the coach. Where
Unseen, me ask.
Me not at that level, so I don't know me.
All right, agreed. All right, Mason. All right, Mason. No,
Mason Greenwood,
yeah, man. Yeah, we'll go to Mason Greenwood. Because I'm not there, obviously, so I don't know. But what me know is contract of Anna. That's all me know.
All right, then. So this topic, over the past 24 hours, I have seen a lot of.
Yo, Tennessee. Tennessee to my other phone. No, come on, on the phone.
Let me read the article, Shaban.
Unseen, right now, as close, me start close show now, you have to start paying me,
All right, let me read the article there, my bro. Mason Greenwood begins process of declaring for Jamaica national team. Mason Greenwood has begun the process of gathering personal documents so he can gain Jamaica citizen and play for the country at the international level. The Jamaican Football Federation, JFF, has been looking to recruit Greenwood for several months, and now the first step are being taken to make that a reality under new manager Steve McLaren. Registration paperwork has been handed over by the Football Association FA to the JFF as per a request, so that a formal request for the switch can be put to FIFA. Greenwood made one appearance for England against Iceland in September 2020, but can change representation because he was under 21. But Greenwood also needs to be granted a Jamaican passport, which requires the birth certificate of relatives who qualify in relevant checks. I would that. In case of Michael Antonio, who made his Jamaica debut in 2021, it took a year, although the government can expedite the process. Greenwood, who was born in Bradford, is eligible through his paternal grandparents. McLaren, who was appointed manager at the start of August, is supportive of bringing Greenwood into the squad and is expected to have a face-to-face talk with the player in France. At his unveiling, McLaren said on Greenwood, I met Mason in the Manchester United training ground about 3 weeks ago before the announcement was made, so I had to be very careful what to say to him. But we had a little conversation, he added. What I want to do, like with everybody, is to go meet them and find out the reality of the situation and whether they actually want to come all the way here to play to Jamaica. They are very good players. McLaren announced the first Jamaica squad on August 30. Will announce the first Jamaican squad on August 30 for September's Nations League matches against Cuba and Honduras, raising the prospect of call-up for Greenwood should his passport be confirmed in time, although there is no clarity on how long the process might take. Greenwood was arrested in January 22 on suspicion of rape and assault and subsequently charged in October of that year. The UK Crown Prosecutor Service discontinued the case against him in February 2023. Greenwood denied all of the allegations against him. So that was thrown out of the court, and he's a free man. Nothing against him. Name. Make that clear to everybody.
Also, unseen, there's something that this article forgot to mention. Right?
Yeah.
When you listen to the what I call it, the statement from the Crown prosecution, remember, these are the person that was trying to get Mason to go to jail, right? They said that they pulled the whole case. Two things. First, they said that they lost key witnesses, and this is most important. I want person to listen to this part. They said, due to new evidence that surfaced, that came up, if they knew that if they brought those new evidence to court, there's no way that they could have convicted Mason Greenwood based off of those new evidence. They didn't release it because the case never went to court, but they said the new evidence that they got would have made it impossible to take Mason Greenwood to show Mason Greenwood was guilty of the charges that he was being accused of doing. So I'd leave that there.
Okay. So only thing though, because last night I learned something from Coach Minzy's show. When they were talking about big up Coach Minzy, coaches desk, big up I am sure sportsman is man. They talk about the fact that you can send in the documents, the FA can send in documents for clearance for switching allegiance from England to Jamaica, but you don't really necessarily have to start the process of getting a citizenship or your passport ready. Then my brethren BAM Sports, I say, yo, that make no sense, because why you do that? Why FA do that? And then you're not sure to play.
Exactly.
Sense, right?
That don't make no sense to me either, Ansi.
Eh?
That don't make no sense to us any allegiance. We don't know.
For me, I think it would only make sense if once you get your passport or once you're eligible to represent the other nation, then you request the transfer of your allegiance.
Yeah.
Right.
So if the process is being done in reverse now, then I think that was the first time I'm hearing it. Or maybe it's a message, or maybe England is sending a message to Greenwood to say that, hey, no matter what you do, you're not play back for England.
Yeah, I think he's going to play for England based on how they operate. That's
no, but there's a JFF request. Send the request.
Yeah, they said that the JFF requested it.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
they are clear, man. They have to clear.
And based off what I know that for a fact that the sources that would have provided the media houses with the information, it has to come from either the player agents or within the English FA.
Right.
So that information being leaked out has to come from either of those two.
Would you say leaked out or England have the right, the FA have the right to or the
I would say leak
government body?
because as if the player or the agent themselves didn't disclose it, then I would consider it a leak.
Yep.
Because remember, three different parties. Then you have the government, which is separate from the football. We are dealing with it. Then you have the FA, we get the information. FIFA, you know much people.
Well, which government you're talking about?
The immigration people. Them.
No, but remember, the clearance of the player has nothing to do with the Jamaican embassy. That has nothing to do with Jamaican embassy.
They want to with the passport.
Yeah, that is just England FA handing over a document, I think, to FIFA or the JFF to show FIFA that hey, we have given the player clearance to switch his allegiance. I don't think that has anything to do with the Jamaican passport office or anything like that, because anybody can apply for a Jamaican citizenship. That can be done at any time. So, because when I saw the news yesterday, I was a bit shocked to say that hey, it reached far if you reach this point, but then you started hearing persons saying that the player not getting passport yet. This that I mean, I say like, why would they start the process of requesting the switch if him not getting passport yet? Because I initially heard that there were challenges in trying to acquire certain documents. So when I heard the news, I would have thought that hey, maybe they have acquired the documents now. So no, it's just getting the documents sorted out. So that's my thought about it. Mix?
Yeah.
What you say about the whole situation? Because you're kind of quiet.
Me not really know much about the whole switching allegiance. So I'm just learning and listening.
Alright. What are your thoughts about him potentially playing for Jamaica?
For me, I think that's a good thing. He would be one of the best recruits we get. Because as I was saying before, and I will continually say, a lot of these players that are recruited to play for Jamaica are not good enough. That's the reality. He would be an elite recruit.
Me, when you say they are not good enough in comparison to the JPL player then?
No, the international standard.
Oh, okay. I understand.
All right. So for me, because there was another show that was going on yesterday, and you can see that not all fans are particularly happy with the news. Because when I checked online yesterday, there were quite a lot of persons that were making a big deal about it. But those same persons were saving up for a party in December. So I kind of found it weird. But Mason, I'm really hopeful that I know it's not possible. I don't think it will be possible for this window coming up. But I mean, I hope it's closer than reported. The fact that the documents has been requested for him to be for the switch, that is good, and I love that, to be honest.
Taban, you sound like a very vast on this topic, right? Let me ask you something, right? If another country, say he used to play for England, right? Can England hold documents and don't release it? Thing of play for Jamaica, those things are possible?
That's something that I have always wanted to know. I've never really asked anybody.
I think they can start the process, but they have to release the document at some point.
Okay. All right.
But they can start it. They can hold it maybe for a while. If they know it's here, I rush it. But they still have to release it.
No,
because
you can't switch your alliances without showing documents. Say, go for your pass, you're winning, team case. That are going
so
right now.
So basically, the switch has been requested.
Right.
So the document. So there's no surety, or there's no surety as to where his personal documentations are at right now.
I think them have issues with some birth paper thing.
Yeah, the birth paper. I know about that. Has been the case for some time now.
So I don't know.
But also, I have also heard from good sources that the player had missed some embassy appointments as well.
Yeah.
And for you to get the opportunity to reach to the embassy process, that means that documents have been sorted. When you go into the embassy, it's basically to sign. It's basically, I think, it's the interview. That's what you do at that time.
Yeah, but Shaban, me hear from sources that in papers put in. I just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, the embassy part. So if he reached to the stage where he's supposed to go to the embassy now, that means his documents has to have been submitted.
No,
And
I don't mean go embassy. It reach where. Alright, this is what me hear, and I stand. I don't know if I true. Me think it reach where it think there. Like it reach a Jamaica then. And not just the passport take it ready. That's what me hear.
Well-
me think no federation now go request the switch up a player without a passport. Yeah, for the close.
Yeah, Tennessee, I agree to that. Either it's close because they want the player sooner rather than later, so they are requesting it while the process is in play, or the player has already acquired his passport.
Yeah.
That would be the only sense.
That's what I'm thinking. Because it would make sense for you to request the player switch allegiance and I'm not even sure where documentation.
Yeah, you're not sure if the player's birth paper is going to be found. You go through all of them hustle there, and the player don't get him documents. So I believe that.
Yeah, go ahead, Trevor.
Yeah, I believe it maybe is close. I really hope it is. I would love it for it to be September 6th, to be honest, but I'm being realistic in that aspect.
Unrealistic.
No, I said I am being realistic. I know it's not going to be. I know it's not going to happen for September 6th.
But the 30th, them name the squad, you know.
The squad probably, the players them already know who gets selected.
Yeah, man. Because email gone out already on himself.
Yeah, so the players them know who gets selected.
Alright, I'm saying, you think Dixon been at that squad, yeah?
I think he might do a transition now. Need to just settle along in the club. I think no. He just stay in there.
But
Probably
And
the
they're-
first everything
to be honest and seeing,
at the first everything here is set.
you see now this
No,
situation.
Cuba them are playing now. I think him just get him opportunity to go in the league. Him just get himself up and running, play some game first, maybe the next couple of games.
No, they must play Cuba
club.
and Honduras. Are we?
Yeah. His club won't actually be on an international break either. Cause League One don't get an international break. So the club.
And personally, I wouldn't call a player like that right now. Make him get his head acclimatizing and club.
That's the reason. That's the reason, double. But if I'm playing wise, and if I'm good enough, yes, of course, I'm not selecting.
But you think, alright, let me ask you this, right? With what we see with Dixon, right? And if all the players them have been with the Jamaica are fit, right? You see Dixon at the squad?
Yes, right now in the squad.
Yeah?
Yes.
At what position?
At his position that he plays.
They play number 10.
He can play half of the boat wing, he can play on number 9.
Oh, you know, number 1 9 a striker, right?
Huh?
You know, number 9 a striker like Antonio and Boza.
So you may see him play number 9, double.
So you'd have played Kaim as a number 9.
I am saying to you that he can play all three.
So that's what, 10 and the 2 wing them.
Yeah.
And if all players fit, right? Alright. So if somebody coming on the squad,
You want to see all players fit and in place here, man?
Huh?
You want to see all players fit and in place here, man, double? You want to see Michael and Jordan there?
Remember Bailey never come, Bailey never forward. Them are they couldn't play in a certain game.
Hold on, Devon show me. Hey Devon, live see me now.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm listening to the program
Yes.
and about Dixon.
Right.
When you say that he can play in the Premier League now, what do you mean? In a youth setup in the Premier League, like one of the academies, or the first team?
All right. So this is the reason why I say that you can play in the Premier League. Not in the youth setup, not in the academy, but for a first team. But I come off of the bench or start. And the reason why I say that is because of the quote that Mr. Al Grimson made. He said that whenever this young man plays at any level, he rises to the occasion and steps up to that occasion. And he said that not a lot of persons have that ability, or young players have that ability. Some players have to wait, develop here, come here, so get acquainted. Him as him going up, set up a new setup, him adapt and him perform. So me now as an analyst, as a coach, looking at it outside, looking at him, schoolboy football, then to the JPL, then to the national setup. I agree with Al Grimson said, so that is my reason why I said that him can match up in the Premier League.
Okay.
Yes.
You know that he has some talent.
Right.
In the local league, he plays about 8 to 10 games.
Right.
With 4 goals.
Right.
Against
4 or 6 goals.
Not top opponents.
6 goals on.
Not top opponents. He plays for the Jamaican national team. Maybe How many games? 6 games.
He played the USA. I think Trinidad game.
Okay, so 6 games. How many goals does he have?
USA game.
He has 1 against Trinidad and 2 against Trinidad.
I have 1 against Dominica.
Dominica and 1 against Trinidad.
That's 2 goals.
Okay, so those games cannot be the measuring stick for anybody to justify that he's ready to play in a first team in a Premier League. Right. I frankly feel Whisper is ahead of him with his development. Yes, he has some talent, but yes, Kahim is not a finished product. He's at a right place right now for him to show that talent and have a breakout. But me and you can say, Coach Al Grimson can say if the player doesn't go out there and perform. One thing I know with Dixon, and I've seen with Dixon, he have a big heart, he have a big ego, he believe in himself that he can do certain things, and that's the right step. Because I remember when he went on in one of those Copa games late, and he's, as a young man, spurring the team on and say, come on, let's go. Like he wants to take the team on his back. Those are good traits for a young player to have. But for me, if he's going into the Premier League, he has to go into one of those youth setups and learn and becomes that finished product that can take him to the next level.
But he will not.
19 years old,
Him now going to youth setup. I'm 19 now. Time of him go professional, him not time.
The under 21s, the under 21s, there are players who are 18, 19 playing in the under 21. They no more have the under 23s in England. Okay?
Yes.
And that's still a youth setup. They play in the PL2 and those leagues. You understand? Premier League 2 and those leagues. That's where he needs to go and stamp his authority and show his class, say he belongs. Other than that, I don't see if you even take the lowest Premier League club, is not gonna make that 18 or 20 on that game day.
I disagree with you. I disagree with you. Because you know why? You guys take away the opportunity before allowing the person to get the opportunity. And that's why I'm disagreeing.
No, it's not taking away the opportunity.
Yeah,
you know how many players are ahead of him right now?
Devon, you know one of the things I agree with the people with? Somebody shows that they are talented, right? As we are coach, somebody show them talent, right? Dixon come in your mix, quality. You have a lot of person too. In your head, you might say better than him, yes. But, all right. Boy, Unseen Sports say, look on the youth, yeah. Give him a chance. Right?
And here's the thing, I'm not going to use the word better. I'm not going to use the word better. Use a better word to say more equipped, more rounded.
All right, more rounded. All right, more rounded.
Understand the game. Yeah.
All right, more rounded players. You have more rounded players who understand the game, who they understand the system and everything. All right. Me say to you, say, yo, me have a ball liner. Him talented and everything and rare. Me know by looking at him, he might gonna be something great, right? But you don't know that because you have your players them and everything. I'm say to yourself, give him a chance. Just bust him, give him a chance. You don't give him a chance. So what am I saying now?
Here's the thing. I always give players chance.
Okay.
The thing is, he, as I said, he is at the place now. He's in England, and it's for him to showcase that talent. He will be seen, you know.
So that's what I said to you now.
If he is it.
But the question.
He is it.
But you have to remember the question when them ask me, you know.
At the end of the season, he will be in either a championship club or a Premier League club if he is it.
All right.
He's that.
So that may I say to you, sir,
but
it is possible.
This opportunity now in League One. You understand? But you're saying that, okay, to be logical, which Premier League club who has a youth setup with players in their system that trains with the first team, who is not playing in the first team, they're only training with the first team, they're not getting game day, making game day roster. You are saying that you think Dixon can go into England as a player who comes out of the Jamaica League, which is not a top league, scoring 4 goals in
a lot of players come out of Jamaica League or play English football. A lot of players come from JPL.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the English Premier League.
We have players who leave the JPL and go play Premier League.
Leave like Luton Shelton.
Ricardo Fuller.
And those are top players.
And Ricardo Fuller plays.
Ricardo Fuller. And hold on, Fuller did not go straight into the Premier League.
No.
He did not.
No,
okay?
He never did. He never got straight into it.
And also, Luton Shelton did not go straight into the Premier League.
No.
Claude Davis did not go straight into the Premier League.
No.
There's always a pathway and a stepping stone to get there.
Right.
Dixon is at this level now. Don't let him overstep his boundaries.
No.
Let him gradually work on his craft.
Nobody said that, you know.
To get to where he wants to go.
Devon.
No, but you said
no,
that.
Devon. Nobody said that he must step over in boundary. Somebody asked me my opinion and asked me if me think him can. No, hold on. Somebody asked my opinion and said if me think him can match up in the Premier League. And I said yes. Why is something wrong with that?
Okay, so it's just a matter of opinion then.
No, but why is something wrong with that? For me to say that if given the opportunity, what I'm saying to you, if given the opportunity.
Okay, Ansel. Is the conversation, your conversation, a matter of opinion?
Let me see.
Yes or no?
Well,
No, it's a yes and no question. Is it a matter of opinion?
It's a matter of me thinking that he can step up to the plate.
Ansel, when are the last? Tell me when are the last time we have a player from Jamaica go straight to the
I'm
English
giving you a yes or no, or maybe so. And question.
Maybe so.
Is it a matter of opinion?
Maybe so.
So I would figure it's a matter of opinion. Then
yeah, but there's no concrete facts to back you know, it's just
a matter of,
it's well, no, it's just seeing him as an anomaly. I'm seeing him as an anomaly.
Let me talk to me.
He's there.
Meeks, are you there?
No.
Oh, I'm gone. I want you to answer me. Yes.
Come on the platform.
Devon.
Come on the platform.
Devon. Is it a matter of opinion?
Devon, come on the platform. I can say anything.
No, I can't come on the platform. Is it a matter of opinion? Yes or no? I don't want no 2 side, no 3 side, no round the corner. Is it a matter of opinion?
Yes, it's a matter of opinion.
Okay, then our conversation is done.
Correct.
It's your opinion.
It's my opinion.
It's your opinion. So
but it's your opinion too. It's your opinion too. Saying that he's not eligible.
It's the fact.
That's not no fact. You don't have no concrete fact to say that he can't match up to the level.
It is.
You don't have any concrete fact to say that he can't match up to the level.
Anthony, there's levels to everything, brother.
Does he score 30 goals in 15 games in the JPL? Does he score
in my opinion, Dixon is an anomaly.
Stats sell the players.
In my opinion, Devon, Dixon is an anomaly. In my opinion, Dixon Whisper is an anomaly from Jamaica.
So you think they can go straight to the English Premier League?
I'm saying.
Well, on the Tennessee, me actually get him on the platform.
Tennessee, Unseen, just make him know, say, yo, you can't go here when we are talk. That's the reason why you want him to join the show.
Set up that's ahead of Dixon.
Listen.
Unseen, hold on, Unseen.
Have stats. How is that is fair to the youngster?
Unseen, hold on,
Unseen.
Representing Jamaica.
Unseen, hold on.
I am not taking anything away.
Where you gonna use to go against them? You gonna use the stats for them play at them league, right? You what me I say?
Listen to this.
Dix now get him stats and prove saying better than them.
Here's what you need to do. For me. I don't know if Dixon is listening to this or anybody who knows Dixon is listening to this. You kid, you are at the right place. Keep your head. Stay grounded. Work hard. If you work hard enough and you think you are of that talent, your talent will take you to places. Don't get into the nonsense with anybody. Just do your work. If it means that you are the first man and the last man on the training pitch daily, that's what you need to do. Those are the advice you need to give him. And don't say, you don't want him to turn out to be, I don't want to call names, some other players that were it. And people said that they were the greatest thing in Jamaica since sliced bread. We need to give Dixon some good advice for the kid to progress. He's 19 years old. Yes, he's still a young man. He have some talent. And if you have his number, call him and tell him these things. You understand? Tell him these things. And if you want him,
Devon. Me tell him say.
I will help him.
Me tell him say him have ability. Me tell him say him have ability where can take him high in football. Just put in the work,
yes,
get the numbers in. Yes. And don't make nobody tell you say you can't match up to no league. That me tell him.
And all those things.
Don't make nobody tell you say you can't match up to no league.
Own your class and it will get you to where you want to be. And stop pulling up the man in the nonsense. Give him good stuff.
No man, me tell him say don't make nobody tell him say he can't match up to no league. That me tell him.
I would listen. Don't you think I would love to see him play in the Premier League?
I don't know. Based on what you say, I don't know. I don't know.
This stage is not there yet.
I don't know based on what you're saying.
If he works hard enough.
You have to just watch and see.
Just give him some good advice. Anyway.
Alright.
Let's talk later. Because you need to call me later.
Alright.
Unseen, you realize the emotion you speak from right now?
Yeah, Unseen.
Go ahead.
A while ago.
Yeah, you know, speak from a realistic standpoint. How much players left Jamaica and go as Slovenia and place and come back in the island?
So, I want to ask you a question. Because I've been asked a question and I didn't get a chance to ask you a question. My question is Dixon classified as an anomaly?
Oh?
Is Dixon an anomaly?
I don't think so. We think
Alright,
Dixie
we
that player will work
can't.
hard.
Alright, no,
When
we
I'm
can't.
not seeing,
Con-
Hold on, Unseen. Is Dixon a wonder kid?
you don't know about the Wonder Kid part.
So he's not an anomaly then?
In Jamaican context, it's anomaly.
No.
I don't know. I say it, you know.
And
If a player is not a wonder,
Jamaican
if a player is not a wonder kid, then he's not an anomaly, Unseen.
In Jamaican context, it's anomaly. For me, he is anomaly.
Find out what she is and how much you
Alright, then for you then, I can't really send much.
Yeah.
Hold on. You know, you
Double mute.
argument me and talk with the guys.
Double mute,
Unseen,
they
you double now?
Mute him and see.
No, you
Come on.
would
You're the man.
Unseen, mute
Unseen,
him.
mute the man mic, Unseen.
Hold on, man. Let's me I try to do the thing. One more rush me so.
Yeah, Unseen. So, again, I kind of realize when Devon they talked to you a while ago, I don't think you did fully understand what Devon has said to you.
Understand what Devon say, but Devon use the praise technique, and then the negative part that come down after. That's the reasoning. The praise
Hold on
technique. Yeah.
You don't believe Devon was trying to say, yo, you're in the league one, so you get your foot in the door. Work
Of
for
course,
getting
somebody believe
yourself
that.
up.
You remember say you come ask the question of Shavan. You ask my opinion if me think him can do it, and I tell you say based on what me hear arguments say and based on what me see me think him can match up in there. You know. There's no factual evidence to prove that this boy will go there because he's not a stats yet. He's not a stats yet.
Yeah, but
We
the thing
not
about
use
it,
two boy
so when
football.
Devon-
However, use they when play for him country and play in a a little bit in a
but Unseen, you see what Devon asked you a while ago, the last question, your response to him was, no, nobody tell you, say, you're not good enough for this league. Because you have
Any
put
league.
feelings in it. No, because you have put feelings in it. That's not what Devon
I'm
was
not putting
talking
the
about.
feelings night. I'm just saying because you people saying that he's not ready for the league. So I just say it. So what's wrong?
No, but you believe us. You believe when somebody says to
Everybody
Kaim.
talk with their
Hold on
feelings
now.
into it.
Well, I'm saying you believe when somebody said to Kaim. Alright, you believe if me go to Kaim Dixon and say Kaim, I don't think you're ready for the EPL. You think I don't play me, I don't play him?
When you don't have factual reasoning, we say, hey,
What factual reason do I have to say that he's ready for the EPL?
there is factual reason you can use.
No,
What is the
you tell
factual
me.
reason?
Talk enough.
Tell me,
Yeah,
what's the
okay.
factual reason for say that he's ready for the EPL?
But we say it already about 10 times. I'm going to say it again.
No, yes, say it
the only
again.
one
I never hear.
That's the only one I have.
On.
The only one we have.
What?
That's the only one we have and the only one we can use.
What is it?
I'm going to say it already. You can
Say it
repeat
again.
Man, I'm going to say it over again. All right, let me go over again. Mr. Grimson. Want me to continue?
Yes.
This a girl that calm me all the time. So,
A long time I know so nothing. I can't say something.
Yeah, man.
This is the best thing about football. There's not a wrong or right way. Now, every person's within football going to have a different view and different outputs. A point is to say, some persons will agree that Dix is good enough to be given an opportunity in the Premier League, while others will say otherwise. But nevertheless, that's the beauty about the game. Full of surprises and it's full of different thinking. Now let's be respectful and just leave it right there. Because now
Mr. Mig, you just say something. Women have to say something to you, boss. What do you mean giving an opportunity? If you ever do something, you earn the opportunity to play within that league. Nobody's not going to just take you up and give you an opportunity to play in that league.
All right, Double. That is true. But based on what Kaim Dixon has been doing, he has been given the opportunity to go overseas now.
And that's good.
Hold on. If he continues, he will be given a next opportunity. But you guys are of the view that he must play like a step-by-step procedure, which can't right. He can't right.
Mr. Mig, make us see him play in the League One and see him do.
See that you
And
have
then we
one
can judge it by that.
procedural
Hold,
steps
hold
where
on,
you
hold
think
on.
a man must follow in
All right,
order
hold
to
on.
have the
All right,
English
all
league.
right.
And that and also because you have young boy where left a little thing and going to Premier League and perform same way. It's all about opportunities. Some players just need an opportunity. And as me asked you earlier, me ask the question if you believe that persons who are not playing in the Premier League but playing in a lesser league anywhere in the world, if some of them given the opportunity, they wouldn't come in at the Premier League and dominate. I want to say yes. And if you check back, a lot of players has come into the Premier League and dominate, and they were not big names. Them coming at the Premier League and build their name.
All right, hold on,
But
Mr. Mix. Peter Mystic, I never said to say that I am going to tell a player that. I was just talking hypothetically. I
No,
would never
I
actually.
wasn't making
No,
reference.
not you, Mr. Mix. Peter Mystic asked why me that say that to a player. I was just letting him know that I wouldn't actually say that to a player. I would never actually say that to a player. So
Okay.
I was just clarifying that.
So,
But
gentlemen, make we move away from the idea that everybody going to think the same way and everybody going to have the same perspective. One player can play for a coach and look awful, and then that same player leave and go to another team for another coach, and is a totally different player. Always remember that.
I mean, by we saying this, I don't tell you say the player not going to play in the Premier League. I mean, I tell you say the player not going to play in the Premier League. But at this time, I just don't think he's ready for the Premier League. That's
Okay,
just my
Sheva,
opinion.
you again. You can't talk now, Sheva.
yes.
Go on, Sheva.
Alright,
You
I'm not
know.
gonna answer Peter Mystic again because I don't know if I'm not here properly or what. But yeah, so for me, I don't know how we end up back on the whole Kaim situation again. 'Cause I think we already passed that. But for me, I
didn't bring it up.
yeah, I am really looking forward because I even got up early this morning to see if their game if it would have been included in their squad today. Unfortunately, he wasn't included. I'm assuming because he was just signed yesterday. Hopefully, he will be available for the next fixtures because I really want to see him play. For me, it's a great opportunity for him, great stepping stone. I just want him to take the opportunity. If you can dominate League One now, dominate it, bro. Dominate it. Show the world that you are. Show the world that talent does come from Jamaica, and you do have, and this is the perfect platform to do it. Don't want to believe when Coach Meeks herself say we are say you're not good. That nobody here on this platform believes say you're not good. There's not one player. I know that for a fact. I talked to Tennessee, I talked to Dub before. None of the man them believe say you're not good. Everybody knows that you have the potential. Every single one of we know you have the potential right now. And we just want you to keep your head straight, as what Devon was saying. Make use of the opportunity. Because you're at a club that does give a lot of youth players opportunities. So we're looking forward. Good goal, Alan. Hat trick.
What up? Is Sheva?
Good goal, Alan.
Sheva?
Yeah, what you say?
You couldn't talk without show a punch. That's you have to.
No, man, because
show a punch for me. That's you.
yeah, because when I always a throw punch for we, I say we know.
So we don't like the player, we are say player not good. We
Yeah.
never say that. We just thinking already at this time. I'm not wrong to say that.
I'm a guarantee say double if you ask Tennessee right now, if you believe say Kaim can play in the Swedish first division, you know Tennessee would have say yes. It's just
Of
that
course.
there's different levels. That's all we're trying to say.
Hold on. Let me ask you something, Sheva.
Brother, you're lethal.
Sheva. So you're saying that in order to reach to the Premier League level, you need to play in League One and Championship.
No, I am not.
Remember, you know, Mr. Meeks.
I am not accused. I'm just asking.
Barely play Belgium and Germany before going to the Premier League, and he's still struggling in their first season.
So hold on. Tennessee question. So if you never play in a Belgium and Germany, you wouldn't reach to the Premier League level.
You would have said, all right, let me ask you a question. You think
answer my question.
Eh?
If you never play in a Belgium and Germany before coming to the Premier League, you're saying that you wouldn't be able to perform.
Me never said that, Mr. Meeks. Me never said that.
I'm asking you, what are you saying?
Me never said that.
What are you saying?
You
Tell me
understand?
what you're saying.
Me not
Tell
make
me
a
what
point.
Tell me what
No,
you're
no, we all you task. You because we say players, the player needs steps to reach to the Premier League. You think say we have say something wrong? See? You think the player can just go straight to England and play in the Premier League? I don't believe that.
No, first of all, there's a criteria which you have to reach in terms of the country and etc.
No, me not talk about that, Mr. Meeks. He's there right now. But you think he could have go straight in there and play in the Premier League?
But I want you to clarify something to me, brother. You're saying, I am asking, you're saying that a player in Jamaica, there will be no player in Jamaica that can actually leave Jamaica and go in the Premier League, go play and perform.
Never say that either.
Not at this time. I don't see one. Well, I don't see one right now.
Well, Ansin, delete that comment there. The last comment.
I don't see one right now. I'm here to tell you the truth. And Luton Shelton, all right, you believe Ty Dixon more talented than Luton Shelton?
Nobody bring that in.
No,
hold on.
No, that's the reason why I ask you a question.
Because to me, football back.
No,
football back was less.
All right.
It was
just
easy.
Luton Shelton play maybe about 2 games in the Premier League.
Hold on, the Tennessee.
Hold
on, the Tennessee. So, Meeks, but I just want to clarify. You're saying that the question that you asked, is it right now? Or are you saying that no Jamaican, are you asking Tennessee if he believes that no Jamaican will ever be able to leave the JPL?
I'm asking both of you because based on what I am gathering and I'm trying to understand, it seems to me that you're of the view that you have to follow a channel in order
No, that's not what. Well, I am not saying that. I don't think Tennessee is saying that as well because I know that.
I'm asking you, what are you saying?
No,
because you reference, because even a while ago, every reference you make it in the terms of look at a player, and you brought up Bailey.
All right, hold on.
No, I don't think no player right now from Jamaica can leave JPL and go perform in the EPL. And that.
All right. Why you say that?
Why you say that?
Yeah.
Mr. Meeks, there's levels to everything, Mr. Meeks.
I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing. I'm asking you why are you
because I don't see the player in JPL right now. We can go and start in our Premier League team. Not even come off a bench. Not even make a squad.
All right. So this is what I would say now, me comparing to that, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I have always said this: if Whisper had gone to Newcastle instead of Chelsea, I believe that based on how we played in the U21, I believe that Whisper would have gotten an opportunity last year
in the Premier League.
I believe that. I honestly believe that if he went to Newcastle instead of Chelsea, he would have gotten that opportunity to play at least one game in or even make the bench based off his performances in the U21. Because I believe that he did perform well for Chelsea in the U21. So I won't say that there's no player from Jamaica cannot leave from the Jamaican league to the EPL, because for me it's all about the
club where you go.
Not necessarily the club where you go. I think also the skill set, because again I don't just look at a player based off where he goes. I look at the skill set. I have sat and I have studied players' games. Remember, just like how I could get up now earlier and say to you that I believe that Malachi dropped off in the second season of Manning Cup than his first. Remember when I said that? Make a difference, Meeks. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Okay. No,
it's a reason why I say that.
I told me one big up the country league, man. Manning Cup a town league, you know. One big up the country league. You understand me?
Alright, so
hold on the Chevron. And let me just backtrack. You see, people take everything out of context. You see, the day I made that reference, I said to everybody, literally, Jamaica is playing without a midfield. And why did I say that? Once the backline have it, nobody tries to fetch. Everybody is just running away from the ball. So this is what creates a problem why we have to go so long. I'm say, I'm continue. I'm say, based on how we are playing now, Malachi Douglas would have do a better job right now than what Lati Bodier did. Because Lati Bodier was only there on the field, and that's just reality. And who said who done a few months after the coach see the light and take him out of the middle of the field?
Hold on. So,
So,
all right, I have a different. So,
I don't
while
think he
I
could have done a
agree,
better job.
yeah?
I don't think he could have done a better job.
Tennessee, we feel like you're anti-local players, you know, Bertie.
Brother, I'm not anti-local. Brother, I'm realistic when me attack.
I never
Me
say
just
you
talk
are.
right
I say me
right
feel
now,
like.
right now. You
Honestly,
attack
I
from
did not say you are. I said I feel like. So please to clarify.
yeah, but
I
when
didn't say
you say that
Tennessee,
now,
you
you
are
have to let other
anti.
people
I
think
never
things.
said that.
You see, if you're realistic, people are going to say
Yeah.
anti-player. See?
No,
Yes,
no,
but
no, 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 no. Tennessee, when you come up on the platform, see like what you say, me anti overseas players. I saw you think to say anti.
You ever get me tell you that? Right. Say that to you?
See more.
Chevron, let me ask you something.
yeah,
Look at the little under 14 boys. You watch them?
yeah, I watch their games.
What do you think about them?
So far I am impressed. I am impressed so far. I'm not going to get up and say that hey, they're world beaters yet. I would want to see them against traditionally stronger teams. They are playing teams that we normally dominate against. So for me, I am really happy with what I've seen so far. You can see where the work that has been done at the academy is working. We are dominating in the Caribbean, as what we have been doing over some time now. So I am really pleased about that. I like the little intricacies in the way that the team plays. You can see that they're keeping possession, they are attacking, but then again, there will be a but. Unfortunately, it's against Caribbean opposition. I know you can only beat who is in front of you. I know that's always a strategy. You can only beat who is in front of you. But I would want to see where we match up against better opposition. That's where I am at on that now.
Tennessee, you watch them play?
Yeah, man, watch them play.
What do you think of them?
Really impressed with them. And his style of football when they play. I think Brown, I think big talent to come out of Jamaica. Based on what they say.
Who himself?
All right, you know what I think?
Hold on, somebody are calling, Mr. Mix. Hold on, somebody are calling. Welcome to Unseen Sports TV.
Yes, big up Chevron. And Double. And yeah, the coach. I watched the show the last show they have this coach, very informative.
Jamaica commentary, you know? Double, Jamaica commentary.
Yeah, and your coach that you have right now, I believe.
Yeah, we used to coach Charlie, not there now.
Yeah, it was very informative. That last one you had, but in regards to what we're talking about, things like that, it was a League One club start experience. The player is out here to the world. Nobody's hiding Kevin Dixon. He wasn't hidden under a rock. And that's the club that decided to spend to fire that shot and invest in this player. So that the club is at that level in League One. That's the club that saw him and decided to. Many clubs saw him, but that's the club that pulled the trigger on him.
And spend the big bucks.
That's the club that pulled it. Whatever they, yeah. That's the club that pulled the trigger. So we have to have that in first. The player hasn't dominated nowhere except
Jamaica.
The schoolboy football.
Just say Jamaica.
Schoolboy football. No, he didn't dominate. We saw him play in the playoffs. He has good game, but he was a dominant player. We have to speak the truth.
Who said dominant? You mean you have to score to be dominant?
No, you could have a two assists, you could have, dominant. You're in the game, you're dominant.
But he was in the game.
That's what dominant.
He just never scored. His opportunity.
All 22 players on the field.
Right, when I say him in the game and him get a lot of opportunity, just never score. So I'm asking you if you have to score. But continue.
You have to have an assist.
But continue.
Have impact. Let's go impact.
All right.
Make it more direct.
All right.
So it's a good player. He have a good talent. He reminds me of Walter, 18. So it's a good player. He's fighting like his work energy. But we guys are discussing. We are going too far. We The player is in League One. That's the club that pulled the trigger. That doesn't mean he doesn't have the ability to play in the Championship or the Premier League, but he haven't kicked a ball in the League One, so we don't know. The League One is not. It's higher than the JPL. Way higher than the JPL. The League One.
Agree.
Don't because it's League One and it sounds like League One. It's more organized, way more faster, way more challenging.
Yeah, man. We have better infrastructure and everything, so it's gonna be a step above.
Yeah, it's way a step.
And them pay them players good money and all them things. So yeah, it's gonna be a step above.
So we love to see him out there, just go there and just do his thing and improve. Not just do what he used to do, improve in the every aspect of the game. I mean, I don't want to put pressure on these players and tell this and talk that he could be playing here. That's hypothetical. He's in League One. That's where he started his career. He's got a Jermaine Johnson who played first game against Arsenal. Jermaine Johnson was the last player. I could be mistaken that leave Jamaica, go straight to the Premier League. I could be wrong, but I remember he played his debut game against Arsenal.
We have other players who got the opportunity to go in team and but that never make it because of contractual, can't get the work permit. Yeah.
Well, we can't speak of that. We're speaking of actually happening. We're not going to speak of.
No, but just want to make it clear, say Jamaicans do get the opportunity, but because of the work permit and other factors that stop them from getting that opportunity.
Like who? Give me a name. One name.
I'm not trying to remember the ball name. I'm going to do an interview for a management show, so we can't get his name.
So it's okay. So it's not.
It last, remember Andre Blake and Kemar Lawrence. I know from the JP.
Huh?
Maybe so in the reverse, maybe you only can find one player. Hypothetically.
I'm sure about that player.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm saying that I know of Jermaine Johnson playing against Arsenal in his debut game. I can't recall another Jamaican player. David Gordon, League One. David Gordon was in the Championship when he went over there. Jermaine Johnson is that player. I could be wrong, but I remember the committee that said this guy from Tiffany Gordon in his debut game for Bolton One. So it could be maybe a FA Cup, but I remember playing against Arsenal. So big up to Dixon.
Yeah, man, big up to Dixon.
And have another team to watch. I watch Charlton. I want to watch Charlton, but they are from Jamaica. So, but Jamaicans, why we have this ability to make something feel bigger than what it is, man. I don't know what we do with this thing, man. It's good and it's bad. It's good and it's bad enough. It's good, it hurts us. And it helps us sometimes. I don't know, man. It's a mixed bag, We're the only people that would say that. You won't go on no stream in the world, man, and see people say the League One player in this fashion. You will never see that. You don't even make a debut yet. Guys, we haven't scored 2 goals. We haven't assists. We don't see. We just talk. We are the only people that does that, man.
So me ask you a question: Is it fair for me to say or give my opinion, saying that based on what I'm seeing with Kaim Dixon, and the question is that if him can step into the JPL, into the English Premier League and play, and I'm using the fact that we see him step from schoolboy football to the JPL, then to the national team at the highest level, playing with League One and Premier League players, and looking even better than some of the Premier League players. What is wrong with me saying that I think he can step there? Yeah, I understand the fact that you want him to stay at the in League One club, do him to get himself ready and so on. But what is wrong with me saying that I think he can reach there?
So in the game against Jamaica, which he scored and he looks and he have missed off. So sometimes the player is in domain. That type of pitch, that type of atmosphere is his domain. He's used to that environment. Now he's in a different environment. Let's see how he adapts. Let's see how he reacts. We're not doubting him, but he gone into those same League One players and those Premier League players. He's in their domain now.
Yeah.
They came in his domain. Have to step down to the feel, the quality, the atmosphere, the heat. Now he's into the coldness. He's into different, so I'm saying. So they step down to it, so they are not step down. They move up to his level, and they have a struggle. Let's see if he has, let's see what he's made of.
Shaban. All right, Carla. Hold on, Shaban. All right, Carla.
Yeah, man. So,
yeah, man.
Go over the 2 minutes. Thank you for your time. So,
yeah, man. Big up, man. Respect.
We're the only people like that, man, who I tell them we are like that, man. If we push this on in other aspect of Jamaica, maybe, maybe it country be far, but only in football we do this. Only in football we transform like an avatar.
All right, my brother. Big up yourself. Yeah, Mr. Meeks. Next thing I want to talk about is Ferguson to Mount Pleasant. Yeah, Damien Ferguson to Mount Pleasant. Shaban, you there, boy?
Yeah. There,
man. So, yeah, man. So Ferguson to Mount Pleasant. Is it a good choice? Will it be a good choice for him? Do you think, when I put it like you have Damien Ferguson then, come on, your opinion on it. Mr. Meeks and Shaban. First in the comment section can say it. Everybody is quite privy to the information that the coaching staff got fired with immediate effect from Mount Pleasant. Sad firing. I think the process was sad from Whitmore to Ireland coaching staff. Two of them just sad. But that is the nature of football. Yeah. Now, Whitmore want back in coaching staff and things, so they might go back. They might go for Ferguson. So what do you think? You think Ferguson should leave his head coach job for an assistant role?
Well, first let me just say this: the apple don't too fall far from the tree. Jamaican football is really one big mess, brother.
You think it's a mess, or I think it's a start of how the international landscape is?
I mean, to know that a coach was replaced 2 months ago, the new coach came in, played one game, and then the owner of the club now come out now and say, "Hey, I apologize for what happened over the summer. We're going to go back to the coach that we had fired," which took them to 2 finals in a row. 2 finals in a row? Yeah, 2 finals in a row. 1-1, lost the other. That is kind of, if you think about it, Ansi, that is wild. That is wild. And then to hear that there is speculation that they also want to get back Coach Ferguson from Portmore, which would mean that they would have to buy out his contract. So that would mean that the entire, basically, in my opinion, it doesn't seem as if Coach Whitmore's firing from Mount Pleasant was, everybody saw eye to eye on that. It seemed as if they were persons that were questioning his dismissal in the first place. So to see that he came back so quickly, and they also want to get the band back together, it's really funny, to be honest. And Mr. Speed told Mr. Speed this: "Mr. Speed, you cause somebody to get fired, and you cause somebody to get hired. So you cause all of this, Mr. Speed, right now. I don't know if you listen, but you cause all of this. Right? But it's for Mr. Ferguson now. Honestly, maybe I don't know the relationship that he would have with Mr. Whitmore, but you would think most coaches would want to be the head coach of their own team.
Right.
Everybody would want to be the head coach of their own team, but if he does go back to Mount Pleasant, then I think it would probably say a lot. Maybe financially could be the reason. Maybe the structure as well. Because I think if he is at Portmore and he sees the ability for the club to potentially win the championship, go to the Caribbean Club Cup, etc., I believe if he does see that, then maybe you would want to stay on. Plus, I think he would have signed players that he would have wanted as well.
Right.
He would have wanted as well. So if he just gets up and leave, then he would leave the players there. So I mean, it's a big thing right now. Really love the JPL this season. Come like reality TV. So I'm just hoping.
JPL,
I would want
last
him.
season, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, I would want him to go to stay at. Well, I'm kind of conflicted because I would want to see him go back to Mount Pleasant to see if they can go back against Mr. Speed. But also, I would want him to see how he actually runs Portmore as well. So
I
it's
like
just
to see him against Whitmore. That would have sell.
true, but
That
I think
score
the
would
game
have
that
more.
I think everybody wants to see more Speed versus Butler. I think
Nah,
that is the most.
Speed versus Bullet.
That's the game everybody wants to see on team. Come
That's
on,
the bigger game.
Speed versus Butler. That is the game that everybody wants.
Speed versus Mount Pleasant get outplayer now. Outplayer now. Speed versus Bullet, and then now we have Damian Ferguson versus Whitmore. That would have been nice.
That's
That
that
would have
makes
been nice. That sell any Sunday match. That would sell any Sunday match.
Mr. Meeks, do you have anything?
Um, for me, to be honest, when Whitmore was removed initially, I find it very surprising. Yes, he wasn't playing the attractive style, but he was getting the results. Unfortunately, he didn't win the last campaign, but getting the team to the Caribbean qualifyings, I expected him to lead the team in that, but they changed. Now this saga has created. Personally, for me, I would prefer Ferguson stay at Portmore, Whitmore go back to Mount Pleasant, and both of them create a coaching staff for themselves and we get a good competition. Because when we had Whitmore and Ferguson at the same club, I thought these are two of the local based better coaches in one team. I didn't like that. No, I was more happy that Ferguson went to another club, but Whitmore wasn't in the league. Now Whitmore is back. I think it should stay that way because it will draw attention. Because I know that Butland Speed is going to be a big matchup, but this is another um this is another attraction as well. The apprentice versus the teacher. Not true.
Big attraction. Because
Yes.
people have to say that really Ferguson really set up the team properly, tactically and so on. They said that Whitmore is just good in the dressing room and to get players hyped up and ready to play, and some a lot of defensive work. But when it comes on to the tactical part of it and to get the players to function in our system, it is Damian Ferguson. So we want to see that. We want to prove that now. We see if I say go. We want them getting some money. I don't know. We can give you a concrete evidence to see who is the better coach, And nobody can say them now have good players because Portmore acquire a lot of young talent and a lot of quality player that was used to win the league at Mount Pleasant. So there's no excuse from Damon Ferguson part or no excuse from Whitmore part. No, because Whitmore have a star-studded team now. Maybe some of the players didn't want to buy them still, but they are there already. And I think rules govern the Premier League that in terms of transfer, you can't transfer 2 times. So unlike him can run out the players them. Or buy out them contract or whatever. Can't do it.
You can actually. You can always buy with the player contract.
And him can't transfer and play the next team.
Him not play for the, remember so them not play in the game in JPL yet,
Yeah, but the contract not signed already.
Yeah, but them not playing a game yet, so them not tied.
Alright, let me say something based on my experience. When I was at Lion Mall, right? I wanted a player from True Juice. Yeah? And based on the knowledge that I got from the rules, is that player could not move again and he never played it. You understand me?
So you're saying that I can't buy a player and then loan him out same time?
Huh?
Are you saying that I wouldn't be able to buy a player and then loan him out same time?
I mean, I know what part they're going on, but I tell you what happened with them that
You
said to
can
me.
buy a player and loan him out same time. You can a player can sign there and then you come back and want to sign up the player again. That's an issue.
Well,
But
maybe that can happen.
if the club didn't agree to loan the player, then it would have able to work. But they never want to do that.
Well, maybe that can happen then. Maybe Whitmore can tell the players them him don't want. Say, yo, realistically, you know my plans, you know. So if you want to get game time, I recommend you go back on loan until next year. Me just sell you.
So anyway, my personal opinion on this, I believe that Damian Ferguson should stay at Portmore. We know money is what people want now, financially, stable and so on. But at the end of the day, we have to respect ourselves. Yeah? We have to respect ourselves. Other people may say anti sports, you're a madman. You have to respect yourself. And you have to ask yourself, moving from a head coach position down to a assistant again. We think at the time now for him step up and be that guy. Be that man as a head coach now. At the top flight football in Jamaica. You know? And then the next stepping stone of leave Jamaica now to an international club or a country. So for me, I think going back to Mount Pleasant is a down step. Not monetarily, you know, but based on him position. It's a down step rather than an up step. Mr. Mix?
Yeah, I agree. I think him should stay at Portmore, honestly. Look how much persons there out there. Whitmore must can get somebody to be him assistant.
Yeah, somebody to complement him. Can get similar people.
Must can get somebody. Man, you don't need Ferguson. I personally think that Ferguson's capabilities and what he has shown over the years, he deserves to be in charge of a team in our league. Not behind somebody.
All right, let me say, we can give Whitmore an assistant coach right now. Whitmore, if you listen to me, they said, until head coach now, they can get him in your program. He's a good assistant. He's similar to Damian Ferguson. Jeremy and Miller. Go for Jeremy and Miller. I think him can help you in the tactical part there. In the part where you want to verse in and get your team ready. Just like
versing.
Eh?
Which part Whitmore not versing? Because all he's made is speculation. People only talk.
All right. Yes, for my opinion, I think he's not the first in the attacking part of the football.
But he was an attacking player. You know what?
That the part that him playing football different from coaching football. You know what
brother, Whitmore must can compliment himself and find somebody. I mean, hope say go for one of them all-time coach there.
Somebody says Warren Barrett is not allowed at Mount Pleasant.
Eh?
I'll be a news that come out. You know, where you get that news of Peter Mystic?
You see, until BAM Sports report it, I not believe it.
Hey.
People don't go subscribe to BAM Sports on
Make
IG.
Make
sure to follow Unseen Sports as well here, so, and on Instagram. But for all of the accurate information, make sure you subscribe to BAM Sports.
BAM Sports tough, man. I'm left, right, and center.
So unless you're hearing from BAM Sports or MG Sports, don't believe it.
So I'm going to ask you a question, Shavan. How it look though, like information come out and people are move like Vera make transfer, you know, Mount Pleasant, the club them. What look to you, how the Premier look to you now, the start of the Premier League now, like?
I mean, this is
you
something
I watch it, no?
This is always what I've always said. This information needs to be sent out to the public because it gets the public going. As you can see now, just imagine if all of this was being done behind the scene unseen. No, we don't know where I go on. We just see at the start of the season how much players reach Mount Pleasant, how much players this, that. So this type of information now, it only helps sell the product. So I think BAM Sports, the work that he has done so far is really good. For me, in regards now to Veer Phoenix, I was actually surprised that they're signing so many players because I thought they would have utilized majority of the Mona players. But I saw where they came out with the Craig Butler rule. Yeah, I'm gonna call it the Craig Butler rule.
What is that rule?
If a player plays in the JPL, he must wait 6 matches before he can play another Money Cup. 6 days before he can play in a Money Cup and see in a second.
Me hear that out, but me not see Issa send out a bulletin now. One bulletin them send out about
Give permission that players can play in different leagues. Normally you could
No,
have
they're not saying that you cannot. They're saying that if you play a JPL game, you have to wait.
Mr. Mix, I don't see that in the rule book. I don't see it come out yet. We only see about
No, but
internet.
when me and listen sports news and the president spoke about it and
Spoke
said
about
he
it.
has to move forward with the modern time or the thing, and they are going to do that. Allow players to can participate in multiple competitions.
Okay. Cause that's what I heard before.
That would have be big topic, and that would have come out a bulletin for Issa. What come out is about the international
President said it, brother. We're sure right. Him said it. I watched it. When they were having the opening what you call that?
Opening ceremony.
The opening ceremony, that is when he spoke about it, brother.
Yeah, but there were some news that came out. I don't know how true that news was. Was that they're saying that if a player plays a JPL match, he has to wait 6 days before he can play in the schoolboy football. Which, when I heard it, I was like, well, to be fair, in my opinion, once you play for a JPL team, you're not supposed to play schoolboy football. My honest opinion. That's just me. Once I play JPL, if you just stick to JPL, because arguably you're better than you are amongst an elite among.
Let me ask you something. So if we take out all of the better players in a schoolboy football to play JPL, then what schoolboy football will become?
What they said it is extracurricular activity. PE.
No, but the reality of Jamaica is that we use that as a stepping stone to build players going forward. So that is our reality. And if that is our reality, we have to find a balance between good players in the league to improve other players. So we can't just take out all our cream, our crap, and left what's left in there. And then eventually after a time, we have to go back to the what's left to try Miller team from. Come on, man.
Where I get what you mean.
Meaning that you're saying that once a player is good enough and he's going to play in the Premier League, he should come out as schoolboy football.
Yeah.
If all the top talent in schoolboy football who can play schoolboy football is not in the schoolboy football, automatically the standard of the league is going to be less. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, the quality of the league will actually drop, yeah.
Yeah, so if the league is less, then players can play in that league doing wrong things consistently but still become successful.
So basically you're saying you are now saying that the schoolboy football is a development league then?
Yeah,
No,
basically it's a development league.
All I'm saying.
No. Are you hold on, Mr. Mix? Are you now saying the schoolboy football league is a development league?
Yes, it is.
So it's not a extracurricular activity then?
No, it depends on who you are.
No, hold on. That is what Issa, the schools and all the principals call schoolboy football. An extracurricular activity because it's an
hold on. Something recent what the president asked on one.
So if the persons who are in charge of it say that it's just an extension of their school year, basically it's an extracurricular activity, meaning that, and then you guys are saying it's a development league. It's two different things.
So why the president then would have come out and say JFF will give him credit for development of players in Jamaica?
Exactly. So he should stop calling it an extracurricular activity.
So she said something wrong
there. Can I say something?
But Unseen, you're agreeing with what I am saying then, Unseen?
No, I'm agreeing with what you're saying, but I'm also saying that it and on the flip side of it develops players as well.
Chevon,
Yes, but
let me say something. Chevon,
extracurricular activity is not for develop. Because guess why?
It's not supposed to
Hold
be.
on, hold on. Let me tell you why there's a big contrast there, right?
Mm.
Say I am a student in high school now, and education wise, I am not there, right? That means that I won't be able to go through that development league.
True. You're right.
So exactly. So I can't go through that particular development league then, because I am not. So you can't have a development league that is being blocked by education.
True.
So that's
hold
the
on,
difference.
hold on. Chevon, no bother with the technicality. We're not
No, but
going
I
into
have to.
hold on, Chevon. Hold on.
Hold
Hold
on.
on. The reality of Jamaica is that you have two narratives. One from the educational aspect, that's the schools have one perception. And from the footballing aspect, there's another perception. The reality is that national teams are selected from schools. So if we have majority of the work in Jamaica is done within the schools to represent the country, it's our developmental league. That's the reality. Some
So
players who does not have the ability academically, luckily they're in a club and they can get a look in. But if you check it, the history has shown that players are selected from school teams to
and do you
represent
agree
the
with that?
country.
And do you
No, it's
agree
not
with?
a matter. I'm just say, highlighting the situation in Jamaica. That is our situation. That is what we have to deal with.
No, and I
It's
am agree. I am no.
ideal.
I
Is
am
it
not.
ideal? No, it is not
Exactly.
ideal.
So that's why I'm saying if it's not right, then because remember, as you said, the national team, the youth teams are being selected based off players who perform well in the schoolboy system. So it's not necessarily the clubs in which it should be, but it's a schoolboy football system, right?
Yeah.
So those players who don't meet the requirements to represent their schools, but they maybe have a higher quality, but because they may have a education, they may have a disability for learning, they may be dyslexic.
Arsenal come out in a Jamaica kit.
But Siobhan, at the end of the day, when they pick some players from the schoolboy, there's always space for other players who they did not see in the schoolboy competition.
And how are they going to see them?
Because you have the clubs playing, persons play. Look at the one from Cavaliers. What him name again? Where your boy name Pachi?
Who that?
The one from Cavaliers, the one who I play for Cavaliers from my 15.
Oh,
Ainsworth?
Ainsworth now play schoolboy football.
He stopped.
Yeah, and he's in the under 20. How did he get selected? Based on what he was doing in the club system. Some people will say because I'm Mr. Speed, but me not go accept that.
I was going to say that, but
No,
all right,
me
look at
not
this
go
now.
accept
Hold on. Because I always get beaten for this, especially from that person the way in I chat. I'm not gonna call him name because
So why would you say that though?
You have persons who say that the persons that reside in the rural part of Jamaica don't get that equal opportunity then. What would you say about that?
That's true.
is true.
And why don't they get that equal opportunity?
Because the selection, the recruiters don't tend to pass certain distance.
Not
They
only
have
that,
a
neither. A lot of
where they
football
stop.
playing. You have to be truthful, Mr. Mason. More football and more organized football playing in the
Yeah,
town.
Kingston. That's
Yeah.
true.
And also, the main what do I call it now? The main organized football being played in the rural area
Youth football.
would be youth football, would be schoolboy football, right?
No.
Yeah, in the
The
rural
main
area.
the rural area unseen, the rural area. The
Yeah,
main
I mean,
organized
Oh, yeah.
would be school. So if there's a rural area player now who may be dyslexic, but he's a very talented player,
and get where you don't get.
he gets basically.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my point.
I reality that.
That is just my point unseen.
However,
No, nobody not disagree there.
school that he goes, the principal or the school can organize a way to ensure that they give him things that he can manage and get him into the team. Let me ask you a question. If you're a principal, Siobhan, and you
Mm-hmm.
realize that a boy or two boys genuinely them behave themselves, them attend school, but you realize that learning the thing at the level that the book work is just not them thing, and no matter how they try it, would you not create a special program to meet their needs and improve them and get them playing?
Yeah, because all right, you see, for me now, Nix,
Mm,
I I love football. So wherever I go, I am going to always be looking out for football. How best I can improve football, right?
mm,
But I have heard principals tell players before, good players, even from high school when I was going to school, you now come out to nothing because football can't carry you going away. You're just done. How many players you know, Meeks, growing up were very not the best, but they could play football, but because education wise, they weren't able to represent their schools. So
a
now they
lot.
had to turn to other. There's a lot, right?
Yeah.
So that's the point that I am trying to make, Meeks. You cannot have schoolboy football based off how it is now as being the main factor for youth football. That's the only point I am trying to make.
And Siobhan, I am all I'm saying is that I agree with what you're saying, but that is not our reality.
That him now get
Our reality is we're still doing it.
schoolboy
And the
football
reality is that until more persons come out and say something against it, because
but
look at it,
something
right?
we need to stand on against it. All JFF needs to do have to upgrade the youth programs them. Have more competition in the youth in
Yeah,
the
but look at
club
it.
and so on.
But look at it.
Across Jamaica, you can't just have it in a one parish.
All right, hold on, there and see. I ask you a question. No, we know if the JFF said they're gonna have a youth competition that runs for 10 months of the year, what do you think going to be the biggest drawback on that now?
There can't be no job back of them responsible for football in Jamaica.
My
Them
boss
talk,
some money, they not no money.
No, other than financial. When I say
him
say they
want
had
say,
say they had the financial resources,
him
you
want
know what
say
people are go, you know the people
Officials.
you know the people are gonna come out and say
Official. They
hmm,
not have enough official.
schoolboy football.
no, they're going to say schoolboy football. So the player
No,
them
but
need
it will take a while. Now. Remember, all right. Remember, people come out and bash JFF and say them a try make club get what license the club them with conquer cuff, player ID, everything. People don't like changes, bro. But them if them go try improve the football, them have to just come so whoop and cut off that style. Or them have the power,
not unseen me knows that JFF have the power, But guess what?
Nobody
Just
can tell them if they do something if them gonna try uplift the football, bro.
Me I go away,
alright,
Yeah.
yeah, man. So unseen. So as I say, I agree with you in unseen, but the fact what me I try to say no unseen, I have seen it so many times that it gets to the
But
point
I
when I
get
realize
there, though, slowly but surely I get there.
it is
The
getting there.
Japan stuff.
You can see the new academy there now, but what I want now, I want the academy with the clubs there.
Yeah, but the school football, it embedded in the people. Yeah. People take our money and spend on them football team, them school football team, no more than a club team. It take time to change because my mindset change too. Because if me get rich, me I go spend on a club. No, rather than
Yeah,
spend my money on a school. But my,
that
my,
is
my,
true.
my mindset 5 years ago was all about school. Now it a change to
All
club.
right, all right. Look on this now, unseen, right? Look on a player we played the recent U17, right? Let's say one of them players, the educationally, them though they're not up there, mean that they can't play schoolboy football. That means for them next football I go play, and you know when that I go play? Next year.
No, next year.
Next year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's unfortunate. I say I don't have anything against schoolboy football. And again, they call it a extracurricular activities, which I have to accept, and they have their rules, which I have to accept. But
Yeah.
in order for our youths to get better, they need to be playing more football and a longer period of the year. Meaning that you're going to need to have a place where young talented players can go and play football for a longer period. And the school just isn't going to do that.
You see it.
The school isn't going to do that. So I can't say. So for me, Manning Cup and Dakasta Cup cannot be a development league for me then. It's an extra curricular activity. So that's what it is then. Because it doesn't develop players. It's just a place for players to go to show their talent. Development has to do with building the player's characteristic, building the player's skill set, this and that doesn't happen in 3 months.
Yeah. The thing about so we have 2 topics left to talk about quick and fast before we shut down. We're about 10 minutes, 5 on each. All right, Leon Bailey now ban lift. Shaban, what do you think about that?
Leon Bailey coming back to play for Jamaica is good. I mean, Leon Bailey is arguably one of our best players. So coming back to play for Jamaica is good. I mean, anybody would want a Leon Bailey in their team.
Okay.
But it's just the baggage. That's the problem.
Baggage.
Just the baggage. Is he going to come and not and will there be any issues with players already in the team, etc. So Leon Bailey coming back, if he's fully accepted here, then fine. Recently when the JFF said that they wanted a letter, me hear people say it's apology letter. That was never the case. It was just something to say that, hey, I am available for selection. I agreed with that as well. So for me, it's good if he does come back. I would want to see him. I've heard reports that apparently he is coming. I don't know. I know that if he does come, it would be good for the team. It's just how the chemistry of the team. So that's all for me. I don't want to get too, because you have the Leon Bailey support of them, and I can't really deal with them right now. So what you say, Ansi?
I said it before. People say me an idiot. They say I love them lift the ban before. Them ask to let and I will add in. I think there have to be some compromise. Somebody have to compromise. I think Jeff did the right thing. Now it's just for them to just sit and reason with the baller and just come to a common and neutral ground. You understand me? And make football prevail, and we just forgive and move on. At the end of the day, we want him to come to Jamaica, play the World Cup and score some goals and feel free now, because he wasn't free before, based on what he said. Once him agree to come back, that means him free, and him going to score some goals now. We just accept and move on. You understand? Here people are talking about them going to boo him if he come play in the stadium and all them foolishness.
You might see it because there are fans that are not happy with him. I mean, when you go online,
them come on the stadium, try and watch it on the TV.
Yeah, I would. I mean, if the player does come, don't heckle the player when he's playing.
Foolishness.
Yeah. Don't heckle the player, because I'm sure when the player, if the player does score, you're going to celebrate the goal.
Of course, I'm going to celebrate the goal.
So don't heckle the player. Like I said, I don't agree with his action, what he did. I am one of the players that said that what he did was extremely disrespectful to the country as a whole.
I think of the country might talk to. I think he might talk to persons in the JFF. So.
Yeah, but he didn't make any comment to disrespect the Villa fans, and he did apologize to the Villa fans. So that's the issue that person.
Bread and butter. You have to understand those life.
Yeah, but him contract can up today and him sign for him rival club.
So life go.
So that's the thing. That's the issue that I think persons have. Remember, he never apologized to
and be realistic, bro.
Remember, Unseen, he didn't.
No problem. We're not realistic.
Remember, said that he did not apologize to the Aston Villa club. He apologized to Aston Villa fans.
What did he say about the fans?
He didn't say anything about the fans. That's the thing.
He apologized to them.
He apologized to them, though. That's the
Why?
thing.
For what reason?
I don't know. He did not say anything about the fans, but he apologized to them. So the Jamaicans now who are here now saying that, hey, this brother's a Jamaican, I do not all for him.
But me not know about that, so I forget the information.
What do you mean?
You don't have the information. Why him apologize? What was the problem? So
the problem was that he said that he mentioned something about wanting to go play for Chelsea or something like that.
Oh, that's not normal. Something that man I say, go man. Kind. Obviously, if I'm
Exactly
different,
unseen, but he
that's
came
a
out
different something
and
that.
well on unseen, but he came out and apologized to Aston Villa fans. That's the issue that Jamaicans have.
That's an issue there, so.
You don't see we don't have an issue with.
That's an
Did he
issue.
say?
The man
Did
say,
he
man,
say? Hold on.
go,
Did he say anything disrespectful to Aston Villa fans?
they might take it disrespectful because you know them have them rivalry and so on. The fans.
Yes. So
You know, the
don't
thing
you
is
think
wrong
that
with
Jamaicans have that same thing as well? So Jamaican fans don't have that same thing then?
same thing, a total different something. This. Him have
How?
a problem with with how them operating at JFF, and him say some things him not to say.
Jeez. So not the same thing unseen, man.
You know
Unseen.
what I mean?
Unseen are the same thing. He did not come out and disrespect Aston Villa fans, but he apologized to them. Because the Aston Villa fans felt offended. The Jamaican fans made it public that hey, what you said made us feel away, but
Yeah.
him not say nothing at all.
You get what you're saying?
So that's the whole point. So again, for me, if he does come back, he comes back great. Hopefully his performances can improve as well. For the national team, so that we can see with a potential addition of Mason Greenwood. Hopefully Omari does decide to play for Jamaica.
Yeah,
So
you think if you run him down, come here, Mr. Meeks, I say, yo, we need to go for Amari. Just feel
run
like,
down. No, if a player doesn't want to play for you, then
I think we look like we are running down because him can play, him getting papers in passport and stuff like that, right?
yeah, he is eligible to play for Jamaica right now. Matter of fact, he's a Jamaican right now. Even when I watch the Premier League, he has a Jamaican flag, everything beside him. So he can literally play for Jamaica right now. All of him documentations. Remember, him play for we already as well. So
Right.
um,
But that was an unofficial match still, so.
no man, he can play for the. He can play. He can play. Hence the reason why he was
What
called up.
the reason? What the reason?
Commitment, basically. He apparently is just not 100% sure based off the last thing I heard. He still
You
has
feel like him can make England team?
maybe you don't know what's in his ears.
So that's the issue, you know. That John Obi Mikel talk about.
Yeah, that's the same thing that Dan Obi Mikel indicated recently that commit early, no matter wait until you reach certain age you come because he went through the necessary process of acquiring his documents. So now to hear that's the case now, it kind of again I don't know if it's 100% true, but based off what I heard is that the player still isn't 100% sold on Jamaica as yet, so he doesn't want to put that out as yet. So Omari, hopefully he does make his decision. If you want to just make your decision, if it's England, then say it. If it's Jamaica, then say it, so that you know persons. If you don't want to coach them constantly or call you every international window, just say it because it will
Yeah,
happen.
just start.
Just talk. Just bring out what you're saying so people can know from now. Because we initially heard that he wanted to wait until he found a permanent club. He did over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it was for him to complete the season. Yeah, he
Right.
wanted to complete the season, which he did. Got the team to promotion. Got his team promoted. Still never showed up. So it's a lot of uncertainty. So if he doesn't want to come, just make him stay, in my opinion.
For real. And that means too.
So Omari if he comes, I said the coach said that I know that he may hopefully he was one of the players that Mr. McLaren went and spoke with recently to get a better understanding. I know if Mr. McLaren spoke to him and he still mentioned something about wanting to wait. based on Mr. McLaren's interview, press conference, when he said commitment, I'm assuming that he can then deduct from there to say that, hey, this player isn't committed, so I won't look at him for future plans. So hopefully
Yeah.
that's the case.
That's
So
when him release him, I find out what I go on. Can I say I link him?
yeah, so hopefully that's the case. So most likely, if we don't see Homari here, then maybe that's the case.
All right. We could look at the under 14 team, national
Good.
under 14 team.
Good. As I mentioned before, I'm really impressed by them. I like to see that the team is actually playing now with a style. Their quick passes, possession, especially the high press. I love that. But yeah, I will say a but. I want to see them against better opposition.
Yeah.
I want to see them against a Panama, Costa Rica, and because those are the teams that usually gives us problems.
I'm gonna think them boy are gonna do well against them too, you know.
Yeah. So
Only one issue I have. Kelvin Brown seems to have to take a lot of opportunity before he can score.
that to me is a typical Jamaican striker, to be honest.
But him can make it far in a football, man. I tell you. Him have the body is there. Him can dribble the ball. It's just some close touch now. You know, development him more now, like the wall. Him get the wall to be his best friend now, man. I tell you.
I think he has a Holland type structure.
Yeah, but he need that touch there. He not have that touch there. This is the ball a boom off him.
No man, I think he has the Holland structure. Because I don't think Holland was. I think at that age, Alan, I don't know, but I think at that age, for me, just work on him. He has the Holland structure, so work on that aspect of the game. Just work on his finishing. That is the most important thing. Because it's obvious that he will find himself in goal scoring opportunities. So just work on that. Work on his finishing. Physically, you can see where him can actually body off people. You see him a whole off people. That's
somebody may see him all off.
Yeah, so he has that. So I just want to see him. The reason why I'm not going to go above and beyond as if I see more, because growing up playing youth football in Jamaica, there is always that one player, that big player that dominates youth football. But then when he reached the 16 and 17, when most of the players that he was playing against at that time grow up now, start growing, they start to get that muscle tone, etc. The way that he used to dominate, it's not the same anymore because the players have really caught up to him physically.
So what mashed him up now? Why him not improve and be 10 times better than the man who just reached the female?
What
do you think caused that now?
What that?
For the other players to reach up to him.
It's just natural a bit. I mean, it's genetics. You have some players.
Something is wrong. If you have a player that is big than everybody and dominating at the junior level, and when he reach 18, so everybody equal up to him. That means that the person we are teaching the football.
No, I was talking about physicality. Remember, knowing and unseen. I don't want it to be a situation now where the reason why he's dominating now is because of his physicality.
No, Mr. Ask a question, you know.
No, that's what I mean. I am not talking about quality, I'm talking about physicality. Because as I said, there's a lot of players that I know when I was growing up because they were physically bigger than everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why they were dominating.
Right. And what caused them not to be that top talent at the level when everybody reaches them?
Because they can't use their physicality to their advantage again.
Right. So what the other aspect of the game where they need them should work on? They never work on.
Work on their technical abilities.
Right. So that's why I'm saying to you, say, Kelvin Brown, once him get the wall, if him being best friend, he gone, man. Can't catch him up back again.
What do you mean?
What I mean?
Yeah. Once him get the wall as him best friend, I can't catch him.
Once him get technical, what I mean wall, I mean them are gonna do the drill. You know, in Brazil, them do a lot of wall, like keep the ball on the wall, control with
Work on his control, so work on his technical abilities.
right. So once him do that now and don't only rely on his physical ability only. Okay, if do well in a scenario or anywhere on the field, anything will come up to him on the field.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Right.
He has that Alan Bill, so him just need to work on that now.
Right.
Work on his
So, I mean, I
finishing.
said,
Work.
anytime you see a player with big and so in our team and when they reach 30, everybody match up team, the coach say the youth are injustice.
Yeah, but that was an issue that we had before in Unseen.
Them call him the Big 12, Shabba. Big 12.
Yeah, that was an issue that we had before Unseen. Like, because I remember I went through youth football, and believe me, the club even Medieval. Brother, when I play under 13, brother, I'm afraid to play Medieval. Because I be a big man me I play against. Be a big man me I play against at under 13. Man, them big. But then gradually over time, you see their dominance start to wither, start to drop, and because you realize that the other players them now, they start to catch up. So physically, you can't run lift me. You can't push me off on the ball again. And then because your technical ability wasn't really that good all along, and you never really improve it, we catch up on you and we even pass you. So I have seen it firsthand. So for me, I just want to see the kid work on that. Stop work for right now. Stop work on him physical. Work on him weaknesses. Basically, stop work on him.
Be a technical work. Be a technical work. I'm not giving them back running. Every time you come and train at the ball, I use to warm up. Ball. Strictly the ball. Dip on the wall, boom, control. Him have hours on the wall. Control and pass. Him alone.
Yeah, so and some of the coaches they need to tell the players this as well. Training doesn't stop when you come off the field. When you're there, yard,
And I'm yard, them have to do it.
you have to there yard at train as well. You don't need a perfect pitch for practice for control a ball. A matter of fact, if you can control a ball on a bad surface, when you reach on a good surface or a somewhat good surface, it'll go excellent. Dribblers, you Jamaican dribblers must always realize that as well. When them a dribble the ball, keep on a bubble up on them. You have to look down every minute, dribble at your yard.
Because the surface.
That's what I'm saying. Practice it at your yard. So whatever you do, because one of the biggest issues I see unseen players don't practice away from home.
True.
Away from the field, I mean. Once them leave training, them done training. And at a young level, it don't work like that. It doesn't work like that at a young level. You have to constantly train. So that's what I would be. That's what I would say still.
Yeah, so people, the Jamaican U14 team is in the semi-final. They defeated
Final.
Final?
They mean final now.
Hold on. Jamaica advanced to the final of the Tier 1 semi-finals 2024 CFU Boys Under 14 Challenge Series after coming from a goal down. Yeah, the man also conceded.
Leon Bailey dunked on the ground.
You see what I'm going. So far you there? Right, it mash up.
Was it a contact?
Injury. Gone, man.
Oh yeah, twist him ankle.
Gone, man.
Twist him ankle when I try twist. When I try plug.
Emery said, I want to go on to it. Like Emery said, I want to go on to it. Eh?
Just and a week before the squad selection.
I'm work on the foot, man. The foot are alright. I take that time. I'm work on it.
If there is even a doubt in the player's health, even if he wanted to come, them not send him. May I tell you that?
So, that's what now. That feel look like it's not good. I just see him, man. I just see Cash pull up in my hamstring a while ago.
The feel no good, brother. Brother, you know
Yo,
about
we just see a man. Well, I just see a man pulling on free a while ago.
alright, him a run, so him good. Yeah man, him good.
Good?
Yeah. Brother, you know Villa Park, brother, but feel no good.
Yo, the field can pretty much underneath not nice, you know.
Unseen again. You know the history. You know say Villa Park is where the when Wembley was being redeveloped.
Bro,
You know say
I
Villa Park them used to use,
say
right?
nothing bad. I not say nay, but I say, oh, look how much time what's the field prepare and then you have some bad surface, some bad part on the pitch.
Unseen, no matter way. Them money now go make the money have spent too much money, have too much investment on the field.
Yo,
For
so
them.
Jamaica will start invest on the field, brother. I mean, you know why problem, bro? You know.
I mean, that's what you said earlier, the leadership. If I'm me, you know, unseen, if I'm at the JFF, you know, if you don't have a proper quality field, you know, you can't play no match of your yard, you know.
Simple.
If I'm me at the JFF, you know, it's like you see the work when Moby do down at Jacksal.
Down at Jacksal?
Down at Jacksal, I mean, catching all.
Brother, Moby do some wicked piece of work down there.
Brother, that's what me
Field nice.
If I'm me, that's what I tell people say, yo, I will forever want Aberview to get relegated. I don't hate the club, I don't hate Aberview, but your field supposed to look better than that. So for me, if I was a JFF, that's the first thing we would say. If you don't have a proper playing facility, you can't play in a home match.
Liam Beale love turn too much with the ball. That's I'm reading foot. Yeah, man. Feel them need to fix, but the government need to allow some, you know, private investors. Like how, you know, the catching and make the man them run the field. You understand? But look like Westport Park, the owner, you know, take back him.
Oh, he took back the field?
Look so. How much now play on there again?
I mean,
like him separated now from the mobile football team.
Was it my boy that owned it as well?
Power. Powell.
So he was the one that owned it as well. Owned Westport Park.
Mm-hmm. I think place, man, I'm proper to that.
What a miss. Watkins. But yeah, so I believe more should be done for the field. As I said, I think the JFF should hold the clubs in Jamaica accountable, especially in the top 2 tiers. I think especially in the top 2 tiers. If you don't have a proper playing facility, then something has to be done and seen. Because even for racing, you know which field racing are going to use for this season, JPL?
Racing on my field? Must Prison Oval.
They normally use Prison Oval, but Prison Oval field is a trash and the amount of football they play upon that.
Look what man miss, man. That's something late. Liam Beale create that field now. So them that call for 4 things up.
But
Possible.
Aston Villa is a very strong team still. Now, the only concern I would have for Villa is once the European football kick in.
Yeah, too much football.
When the European football, the Champions League kick in, and the mafias share, the mafias spread the players thin. I remember this year's Champions League, I think there's more games now in the group stage as well. God, I still not understand the changes that were made, the change of the format of the Champions League. So we just have to wait and see.
Alright, Shaban, focus on the match, close out the show. Respect for come on and, you know, Yeah, we do
Yeah, man, definitely.
argument and so, as always, you know. I think so. We appreciate everything.
Yeah, man,
Thanks,
definitely, man.
thanks to everybody who come out and show and see sports support on the YouTube space. We appreciate all of you guys. So we're taking some JPL game, EPL football now, and so on. You understand? Big up everybody. And see sports like I run now. Yeah, I'm out.